Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio.
True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
Friday, man. What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, folks, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 387. Episode number 387 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right. Anyway, let's go. What's going on to everybody on the broadcast here today? I understand that we are having technical difficulties on the Blog Talk Radio end. So, of course, if you are, please tweet or forward your technical difficulties to the Blog Talk Radio Network. The engineer will try to do whatever it is. Are you doing something about this, engineer? All right, he's going to try to do whatever he can do here. Once again, forward your grievances to the Blog Talk Radio Network. And, of course, if you haven't already done so, folks, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get right into the market aspect of all this because I think at this point in time, people understand why yours truly kind of took a step back, all right? I mean, we are on an 8-day losing streak on the S&P. And as I stated, folks, I don't know what the hell's going to happen on this market. It's a little flat today. I know that the charts on the indexes looked rather weird. You saw some little bit of positivity, and then you see some sell-offs. The chart tells the story, folks. It tells the uncertainty, the helter-skelter mindset of the investment community, and I don't want to be partaking in this type of stuff. I mean, I'm a fundamental investor. You know, I'm not a bearish investor. I'm actually a bullish investor, but I'm bearish when it comes to uncertainty. And I'm not just talking about regular market uncertainty. This right here is complete emotional, impulsive, erratic type market swings. And I just don't like partaking in these types of things because you can't read the impulsiveness of the market. I mean, just look at how the market tanked when the FBI reopened the investigation to the Hillary Clinton email scandal. Related, of course, to the Anthony Weiner sexting a 15-year-old girl investigation. That literally made the market go into a free fall there for a little bit. And if you were holding anything, even if you were pattern trading, unbelievably, oh man, they're having issues. People are having issues with the shock. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, folks. My apologies here. Apparently, people are having problems trying to load the broadcast here. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, come on, man. Come on. I'm trying to do a broadcast here. I'm trying to do a broadcast here, for Christ's sake, man. Oh, my God, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. My apologies to everybody who's trying to listen. I hope everybody is listening. Anyway, look, I'm going to continue going on, folks, and I'm sorry if for whatever reason you're having technical difficulties from listening in, but I wouldn't doubt it, folks. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, we've been seeing Hillary Clinton ads on my broadcast. I have no idea why, but I'm sure, you know, Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton, whoever's doing the ad buying, I can only imagine Bill doing the ad buying. Hey, let me tell you something. All right, there's this guy on your, you know, little, you know, what do you call it, podcast, whatever you call him. This guy, he calls himself Ghost. We need you to shut him down. You know, we need you to do an oy vey and shut him down. And hey, by the way, who's that secretary right there? Do you mind if I show her my old one eye? I mean, I'm sorry, just imagine, man. Just imagine. Anyway, my apologies, folks, for all the folks that are listening in that are having technical difficulties. All right, I know people are hearing me over the phone lines, but oh my God. Anyway, folks, let's move on. I'm gonna continue going on, man, because I just can't. I can't just stop the show. People do listen to the podcast, so on and so forth. So let's just get right to the markets, and hopefully, after I get through the markets, you know, we can get some, you know, help on the technical difficulties and from the Blog Talk Radio folks. All right. Anyway, folks, as I stated, if you take a look at the charts on the Dow, on the S&P, on the NASDAQ, I mean, it tells the tale of an erratic, emotional, impulsive investor community. And that's why I'm taking the election off. All right? I mean, I want to know what's going to happen after the election. If it's going to go into a free fall crash, I mean, that's why I'm holding, you know, cash. I mean, I didn't mean for it to rhyme, but I guess I'm a poet and I don't know it on this Bowler Friday. But as I stated, folks, I mean, I'm going to be sitting on cash here, and when the damn thing goes into a free fall, I'm going in. You know, I mean, as I stated, that's how Warren Buffett has made his money throughout his life, all right? Whenever there's a down market and a free fall crash, and he's taken part in many of them, this guy has enough capital, enough cash to be able to just go in and just, you know, buy these stocks on the dirt cheap, holds them for about 5 to 10 years, and before you know it, he's up about 10, 15, 20 times his investment. I'm serious. I'm not joking. All right, plus, it depends. It really depends, folks. I mean, this is how you have to be a capitalist. And listen, I know there's people that listen to me and think that the stock market is the only place to get money. You can get money doing anything. I mean, as I stated, folks, you could get money looking for damn change on the ground. You know what I mean? As I stated, dimes and quarters before the year 1964, 63 of that time, quarters and dimes before 1964, 1963 are silver. So they are worth a lot more than the actual face value of the coin. And moreover, folks, I've advised folks that, you know, have a bank at a financial institution, just go up to them, give them a $20 or a $50 bill, all right, and then try to put in, you know, or ask, I should say, for change at your bank teller and say, look, can you change out this 20 and give me exclusively $half? And if you get $half before 64, they're silver. If you get them before 72 or 73, I think it's 72. If you get them before 72, they're 40% silver. So you see, right there, baby, you know what I mean? Right there, that's how you're just able to make money. I mean, I'm always thinking about money. You understand? I'm always thinking about money. I mean, some of you folks, I know y'all are cartoon fetish man children. I mean, have y'all gotten into the whole comic book market thing, man? Oh, my God. Let me tell you something, man. Look, I'm not even a comic book reader. I don't even like comic books. But I know a market when I see it, all right? I mean, I can sniff out a market, baby. You understand? I started seeing that all these dumbasses started going to these damn Comic Cons and all that, and then like the huge Comic Con turned into regional Comic Cons, then turned to local Comic Cons, then it turned into anime cons and all this crap, right? I said, well, man, there's got to be some level of market that, one can trade in to be able to make some liquidity on these stupid morons, with all due respect. I'm not saying everybody who partakes in these Comic-Cons are, but some of these people go a little bit erratic as it relates to their fandom. I mean, dropping thousands of dollars for things, and hey, I'm all in on a market. If it appeases you, it makes you happy, by all means, here you go. But as I stated, folks, comic books, and, I could not believe, how much comic books make, you know what I mean? And you know where you go to get some comic books, folks? You go to your secondhand bookstore. Those are becoming re-emerging as well. You go to, I'm serious, I'm not joking around, go to your goddamn resale bookstore, and they have comics in there. I mean, literally, I have found, I wouldn't say golden age comics, but I have found a plethora of silver age comics that have been in these little batches of like, here, 4 for $1, 2 for $1, type of things. I'm not joking around, folks. I've literally gotten comic books just going to the bookstore, all right, taking a few out, paid about $3, flipped them for about a couple of $100. I'm not joking around. All right. I'm not joking around. And moreover, I mean, this goes for video games. I mean, if you were a gamer back in the old days, and you got some of the old gaming systems, the old video games, and people are paying a fortune for this crap now. I mean, old toys, for Christ's sake, the toy market, all you man children. If you happen to have the original He-Man set, if you happen to have the original Star Wars crap, I mean, all this stuff is money, man. And look, the only reason I'm going this direction is so that you can understand that, there is markets everywhere, all right? There is markets everywhere. Occasionally my wife likes to go out, to these, yard sales. Occasionally she likes to go out to swap meets, that kind of thing. These little church sales. And let me tell you what she likes to do. She likes pottery, you know what I'm saying? And I told my wife, look, what you're going to do is, if you're going to buy some pottery, make sure it has something on the bottom signed, all right? I mean, let me tell you something right now. I mean, there's another, I'm just saying, I'm always thinking about money, all right? I remember my wife came home with a little piece of pottery, and it literally looked like a pencil holder, all right? But it had a unique glaze on it. And on the bottom, it had I think the signature, it said Nicodemus. Nicodemus. And of course, you're on the internet, so you can do your research. You can find out who the hell Nicodemus is. Nicodemus is one of the most sought after, friggin' potterers, or contemporary potterers out here next to the Roseville Company, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So what I did is we found this, and literally this little piece of crap that was worth, I mean, I don't know, I think my wife, what the hell did she pay for it? Maybe it's a couple of dollars, few dollars. I mean, I couldn't believe it, first of all. I still think about that time, and I still can't believe that a couple of dollar piece of crap could make like $750. $750 for a little piece of crap. For a little piece of crap. Hey, and I'm just saying, I'm not telling anybody to go into different markets. I'm just saying, there's so many markets out there. You know what I mean? There's so many goddamn markets out there, man. I mean, hey, you like wine? I love wine. I love champagnes. I have a bunch of them on reserve in a refrigerator that's specifically designed to house these things. And what I typically do is I typically put my most expensive bottles in these things to house them for years and years. And you see, folks, you have to read up on the markets. You see, if you buy a wine, for instance, and let's say you were able to get a decent wine from about 4 years ago for a decent price, let's say you hold that wine, you get it for a decent price, you hold it for another 2 or 3 years until it starts peaking, and, for all you wine enthusiasts out there, you don't understand what I'm talking about. You could literally resell that bottle of wine, for at least 4 times, and I would say 3 to 4 times what you purchased it 2 to 3 years ago. I mean, do I need to continue going? I mean, there are just so many markets. I mean, good God. Good God, man. Anyway, look, I don't mean to get off on all this, stuff here, but I just want everybody to know that the only the markets is not the exclusive avenue to be able to make capital. You can make capital on anything. All right? I mean, you know what 80% of making money is all about? 80% of it. Sales. You know what I mean? Being a salesman. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, literally, I'm not joking around. Sales. Anyway, folks, look, I didn't mean to go off on that soliloquy, folks. I mean, the only reason I brought all these things up is because you need to understand markets. You need to understand that, people like things, people collect things, people want things, and if you can obtain those things at a cheap rate to be able to appeal to the demographic that likes those things, you can make a profit. You can make a damn profit, for Christ's sake. I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to plant seeds. I'm not telling you all to go into the wine business or, go look for pottery or anything. I'm just saying, there are thousands of avenues like this. You just got to find out where they are. There's a bunch of things. The owner of, what's this goddamn basketball team in this town? The Spurs. What was his name? Holt. Lou Holt, I believe. What's his name? Holt. I don't know what the guy. I mean, he's the owner of the San Antonio Spurs, okay? You know how he made his money so that he could become the owner of the Spurs? He literally purchased large hardcore equipment from like Caterpillar and, these big, large pieces of machinery, and he would rent them out and literally made a fortune renting out these, hardcore big pieces of machinery, all right? I mean, look, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I mean, there's just so many ways to make money, man. So even though I go through the markets, folks, I don't want you all to believe that, the only way to make money is to go through the stock market. No, it's not the only way, man. It is not the only way to make money. There's millions. I mean, there's plethora. I mean, I couldn't even describe to you how many ways to make money, man. I mean, take a look at this. Hey, look, I don't mean to clown this. I'm not endorsing this. I'm not desecrating it. I'm actually rather amazed by this whole Zumba craze. You ever heard of this Zumba crap? I mean, people are literally purchasing commercial real estate, or not even purchasing, but leasing it. And all they're doing is like throwing some mirrors around and, putting some salsa music with, some Latin person screaming gibberish. No están haciendo loco! No están haciendo verga! And literally, you've got like classes of people going into these Zumba classes at like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know how much it is, but if it's at least $20 a pop or $15 a pop, I mean, they're making some serious money. You know what I mean? I unfortunately never got into that craze. I wish I would have got into that market. It was obviously a fad, but still, it was all sales, baby. I mean, just think about that. Zumba? I mean, what is Zumba? I'm serious. It's a sale. That's all it is. It's a sale. You know what I mean? And then you've got people coming in, and of course, it's the demographic that it basically focuses on is a woman demographic. It gives them a reason to shake their asses, and they can justify to their husbands. Oh, I'm just going to go work out at Zumba. I mean, just imagine how. I mean, they're literally selling an arena to shake. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying, for you folks that are out there, there are a plethora of ways to make money. I just want to emphasize that the stock market is not exclusive. All right. Peter Holt. Thank you very much. Somebody on Twitter reminded me that it's Peter Holt. Lou Holt's the Notre Dame guy that's, half. I don't even know if he's playing with a full deck anymore. But, yeah, thank you very much there, Disco Fox. Anyway, let's get to the Dow Jones Industrial, folks. As you can see by these numbers, okay, and I told you that the uncertainty in this market, I could smell it, and that's why I didn't even bother to trade this particular week at all right? And, folks, I am understanding that BTR is, I think it's either getting DDoSed or something's going down here because now it is completely offline. That's just great. And now we got BTR completely offline out here. If you want my personal opinion, I think it's because, they can't handle the stream, folks. I mean, we're getting bigger and bigger. And I just don't think that I don't think they thought about the unlimitedness of a potential podcast stream that goes live. I mean, we're at, 60, 70,000 live listeners across the internet plus, and that's not including all the different chat rooms, folks. We got like at least 40 or 50 different chat rooms around the internet that I've been aware of that actually get together and relay the broadcast and chat amongst themselves. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is a factor at this point in time. So I'm not going to be hating on Blog Talk Radio too much on this end, because I know that we have been pulling in some huge numbers, and I'm sure it's aware on their hardware. So no hard feelings. So we're just going to keep the show going on this Baller Friday. Anyway, the Dow Jones Industrials, folks. All right, it is down today, 42.39 points, a percentage decrease of 0.24%. Closing out the Dow Jones Industrials, and get this, 17,888.28 points for the Dow Jones Industrials, folks. I'm telling you, it is going down. And I just don't like these kinds of markets, man. I don't like playing them. I like, you know what I like? I like for it to crash. So when it crashes, at some point we're going to hit a bottom, and when that bottom comes up, it's going to pop back up really, I wouldn't say really quick, but it's going to give a decent wave, and then maybe another drop, and then a wave, and then another drop, and then that's when we gradually go back up, just like we've done from 2009 to now. I mean, just remember, folks, when I started broadcasting True Capitalist Radio, when I used to broadcast under True Conservative Radio until the conservative movement stabbed me in the back. When I started True Capitalist Radio, the Dow Jones Industrials was at 8,000 points, man. 8,000 points. I mean, we saw it almost touch 19,000 points this year. So I'm just saying, man, I mean, if you would have just done any kind of investing during that time, you could have thrown a dart at a list of stocks of the Dow Jones Industrials, and whatever that dart landed on, you could have purchased stock, and you would have been you'd be making some serious money. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I mean, you'd be making some serious goddamn money. Anyway, S&P is also down today, and man, let me tell you, this is an 8-day losing streak for the S&P. I believe somebody tweeted at me that if it's a 9-day losing streak, that's comparable to, I think, the 1980s. I think the late 1980s is the last time we saw a 9-day losing streak in the S&P. So I knew this was coming, folks. And look, in my personal opinion, we ain't seen nothing yet. I think we're going to see a major free fall. I don't want to be a part of it, man. I'd rather be sitting on my cash and making money other ways, for Christ's sake, than to try to sit over here and try to squeeze out liquidity in this very, very tentative, impulsive, emotionally erratic market. Anyway, S&P down 3.48 points, a percentage decrease of 0.17%, closing out the S&P at 2,085.18 points for the S&P 500, all right? Anyway, let's continue going, shall we? We've got, who else we got? We got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also down 12.04 points, a percentage decrease of 0.24%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,046.37 points for the NASDAQ Composite. And let me tell you, for the month, this has been for the past 30 days, I should say, it's been a bad day for every index on the board here. I mean, let's start with the NASDAQ since we've just finished off with it. For the month, the NASDAQ has cumulatively lost 4.60% decrease for the month for the past 30 days. S&P is down 3.04% for the past 30 days. The Dow is down 1.54% for the past 30 days. So that's what I'm saying, folks. You can see why I'm not out here gun-hoing it, bullish on this market. I'm telling you, it can free fall at any time. It can free fall at any time, and that's why I'm taking a break on it, all right? That's why I'm taking a break on it here. Anyway, folks, I know there's a lot of people who cannot hear me here, folks. My apologies. Keep trying. I know that Blog Talk Radio is trying its hardest to get the stream back up. What I'm anticipating is the problem is that we have a lot of people on the stream. They've notified me this once before that occasionally when we have lots of people on live stream, I mean, I'm serious, folks. I mean, we are literally pushing the servers to the limits with my live broadcast here. And on top of it, kind of draining resources from the actual server itself, it's actually heating the server, which then becomes a little bit dangerous to the integrity of the whole goddamn system itself. So they occasionally will pull the switch, you know what I mean, if it becomes a little bit too overheated, and then try to reboot the server from what I've understood from what they've, from what they have told me. So we shall see what happens. I hope everything's okay. I hope everybody, can find a relay or find some kind of a relay here. Let's just continue going here. All right. My apologies, folks. They'll have it up and running, I'm sure, at any point, any time here. So, I don't think it's their fault. I think this is just, a byproduct of a popular show on the internet. You know what I mean? And especially, listen, everybody's listening to me on a goddamn Baller Friday. So, I mean, who isn't going to be listening to the True Capitalist Radio on a goddamn Baller Friday? I mean, think about it, for Christ's sake. Seriously, come on! Come on! Anyway, folks, let's get to the energy sector, okay, for the commodities. Look, I told you I abandoned ship already on these damn ETFs. It seems as if OPEC is completely impotent. Their turbines have been wrapped too tight on their heads, and they cannot come to an agreement on who is going to... I mean, first of all, they know they have to cut production. All right, if they want to bring the market back up in the oil, energy, commodities market, they know they have to cut production. The problem is all these people that are oil producers on the international market, they're not coming to an agreement on who should cut how much. Some people are trying to allocate more cuts to the smaller producers. The smaller producers are like, F you. And to be honest with you, Saudi Arabia can't afford this. I mean, I'm serious. They cannot afford this. I mean, they're in a very, very precarious situation in their own domestic economy themselves. They have infused, I think it was about $12 billion into the banking system just to keep it solvent here recently. So the Saudis aren't looking too well economically, and I think that the people of OPEC, the people that are of OPEC that are the members of the oil-producing nation states, these people are realizing that they could possibly pin the dominance over OPEC that Saudi Arabia once had, could pit it against itself, and that's why, you know what I mean? That's why we're seeing what we're seeing in the energy sector here, man, because it's pretty ridiculous. And, Saudi Arabia really needs for this price to raise up. I'm serious. I mean, they're in a very tight, precarious economic situation, and I think that the people, or I should say the member states of OPEC know this. I think they know this, and I think they're using it against them, and the proof is in the goddamn price of oil. The proof is in the price of oil, for heaven's sake. So anyway, we got WTI sweet crude, folks, all right, which is the crude oil that's consumed by North America. It is down today, 53 cents. A percentage decrease of 1.19% decrease on the day. I mean, good God, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good for the American consumer, even though we're in a bad economy as it is. Low oil prices is typically good for the consumer because then the price of goods go down. And the price of goods go down because the cost of shipping those goods to America, become somewhat reduced because of the low price in oil. And anytime you see an increase in oil, especially during the times when we were seeing $100 barrels, that's why we started seeing increases in all kinds of products, because the cost of oil is going to be basically put onto the consumer if the cost raises higher, and that's why you start seeing a little bit increase in most goods and products that are imported into the country. Now, on a side note, that's why Donald Trump is genius in that what he is going to do when he's president, and I'm calling this now, he is going to pit Mexico against China. Now, how is he going to do this? Well, Mexico right now is in a state of renewal. Right now, it's got a lot of our companies going there and setting up manufacturing bases because of the low cost of labor. Now, people are going to debate that, well, come on, China, they're paying their people 10 cents an hour. They're paying their people 10 cents an hour, 15 cents an hour. How can Mexico compare with that? How can that happen? Folks, once again, all right, once again, Mexico is very close to the United States of America. So the costs that are incurred for shipping goods from cheap labor China into the United States is, like I said, relayed to the customer. It's relayed to the consumer. So however much gasoline and oil is used on these huge cargo tankers to take it from China to the ports of the United States, that cost is eliminated. It's at least a fraction. It's at least 10%, maybe 5% of what the actual cost is for these cargo ships, if not cheaper. So as a result, it gives Mexico a little bit of leverage to be able to pay their people I wouldn't say a great wage, obviously, but a wage that's livable. And when I say livable compared to what the current state of the Mexican economy is now. You understand? I'm not joking around. I mean, right now in Mexico, you're either dirt poor or filthy rich. And that's why you have a lot of the Mexican poor coming across the border just so that they can get work here. And look, I know that there's a lot of disgusting, filthy, MS-13. You got, some bad hombres coming across the border. But for the most part, these Mexicans are coming across the border and they're working here. They're working here below minimum wage. And they're appreciative. They're being paid under the table. They're being paid in cash. And what they're doing, folks, is they're taking that money and they're wiring it back to Mexico so that their families in Mexico can live a sustainable life and feed themselves, clothe themselves, house themselves, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Now, let me explain something to you, okay? If you don't believe me that the Mexicans that come across the border are making money, as I've stated, take a look at the commercials. I mean, we're watching network television, sporting events, so on and so forth, and we're seeing commercials that are exclusively in Spanish, exclusively in Espanol, all right? That's because the working base in this country has turned into the Mexican immigration population. And that's why when we hear open borders as it relates to the left, this is what's the consequence of open borders. It's low wages. It's Americans out of work. It's poor people being poor and having less opportunities, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Anyway, what I'm suggesting is that Donald Trump knows that he can utilize Mexico against China. We're already seeing a lot of the manufacturing base go there. That's why he is certain that he can convince Mexico to build the wall, because we have a $50 billion trade deficit with Mexico. Now, I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. It's a bad thing because we don't get nothing out of it. It could be a good thing if we could utilize Mexico to cripple China economically, because we've built China, folks. We can utilize Mexico to get goods directly from the manufacturer into the United States within an instant. And moreover, folks, these agreements could possibly nurture an import-export type of relationship in which importers of goods from Mexico have to be based in the United States to be able to distribute the goods that are here currently. I mean, there are a lot of ways that utilizing Mexico as a weapon against China could benefit the United States. And to be honest with you, I think China needs to be chopped down to size, if you want my personal opinion, all right? I'm serious. China needs to be chopped down to size. And somebody needs to chop their goddamn chopsticks in half, as far as I'm concerned. These people are getting too uppity, and it makes me sick. Anyway, folks, let me continue on. And let me tell you, we have a $550 billion trade deficit with China. I mean, we could probably eliminate that and just add on maybe another $100 million to Mexico and literally have better products, quicker, faster, less amount of time to get from point A to point B, less energy costs, probably going to put a lot of drivers on the road. I mean, there is a lot of benefit going on. That's why Trump is so certain that he's going to be able to have Mexico build this wall. I'm telling you this right now. I understand economics. I understand what the man's doing, all right? I understand what the man's doing. I've been advocating this ever since 2008, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. And look, people are asking, what about some of those cheap goods being made in the U.S.? No, let me explain what the U.S. goods are going to be. The U.S. goods are going to be quality goods. You see, Germany right now is losing its luster for being such a quality-made country. I used to love German craftsmanship. There was a certain element to German craftsmanship, and I'm talking everything, to their beer making, to their engineering, car engineering, I used to buy Bowden glassware from Germany. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, Germans, the whole reason why their economy has lasted the test of time and has continued to grow is because their manufacturing is not only robust, but it's quality. They sell quality product on the world market. And you see, that's what Donald Trump understands America needs to do. We need to build quality product. We're not the manufacturing base of, cheap-ass, 2-bit products. All right? I mean, the products that the United States are going to produce are quality, high-end, high-priced products, so that these products can produce well-paying, high-paying manufacturing jobs. The cheap stuff, I mean, keep that to the folks that are emerging. Mexico is emerging itself out of the two-tier system, in my personal opinion. And if Mexico was smart, they'll just listen to Trump and not listen to the rhetoric of a lot of their 2-bit globalist goddamn politicians out there and legitimately make a deal. Make a goddamn deal, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, it's that easy to do, too, you know what I mean? But, everybody seems to think that, these imbalanced trade deals are a great thing since sliced bread. Man, I've been talking about this since 2008. Another thing I've been talking about, folks, is oil. You know, we literally spent, what is it, almost $4 trillion plus liberating Iraq, and the whole intention for us going there was not only for the weapons of mass destruction thing, but was because supposedly the oil was supposed to pay for the blood and treasure that was going to be lost liberating the goddamn country. And you see, folks, I was the only one out here on the internet. Maybe there was a couple other people. I don't know. I don't remember, all right? But I know for a fact I was one of very, very, very few people that was saying, hey, wait a minute. How come we're not just seizing the oil out here? How come we're not seizing the oil from Iraq and forcing these people to pay us back all the money we have spent in blood and treasure, for Christ's sake? I mean, I was the only one saying this in 2008, 2009, 2010. And by God, I'm so glad that Donald Trump is bringing it back up in 2016, because I think that's the biggest tragedy of it all if you talk about the Iraq war. The biggest tragedy is the fact that we not only incurred $4+ trillion in debt and lost countless lives and brought back a lot of veterans maimed and disabled, but we have nothing to show for it. Even the English, even our brethren from across the pond in Britannia paid us back for World War II, for Christ's sake. And we've just, let Iraq off the hook, for Christ's sake? I mean, give me a break, man. Oh, man, I just, Jesus Christ, I have no idea, man. And another thing that's going to help the economy, folks, domestic oil production, domestic energy production. Do you understand that? Domestic energy production. You see, when we open up domestic energy production, folks, it's not only going to produce countless jobs, and these are high-paying jobs, even at the blue collar end. You know, even at the roughneck blue collar end, man. If you're a roughneck out there, helping pumping that oil out of the ground, I mean, you're making at least $100,000+. All right. I mean, it's hard labor, but I mean, have you seen these roughnecks? They're just constantly ripped. You know what I mean? They're huge, and yet these guys are riding around in badass, cars. They're living the high life. They're living like rock stars out here. I mean, I'm telling you, if these people didn't have these jobs, they would be in some mischievous, precarious situations that would end up making them another statistic in the penitentiary. But no, you see, this is why we need jobs, so that people like these big roughnecks that, they're eating chuck steak and drinking beer for breakfast, for Christ's sake, full of piss and fury. I mean, they exude that energy on the goddamn, on the oil field, and then they get paid $100,000 a year plus, so they can go out and appease themselves and whatever appetites that they may have, so on and so forth. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. On top of those jobs, the fact that we all of a sudden become a producer of energy, we can sell the energy on the world market. Then all of a sudden we start generating revenues as a country. I mean, folks, this is very simple stuff. That's why Donald Trump is so certain that he can fix this economy within the first year to 2 years. No doubt about it, man, all right? No doubt about it. Anyway, folks, look, I'm just going to go through these really quick, folks. Brent crude down today, 79 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.170%. Excuse me, it was down 1.70% on the day for Brent crude. Down 1.70% for Brent crude, closing out Brent crude at $45.56 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline down to 2.56%. 2.56%. We better see this reflected on the gas pump. That's all I'm saying. Natural gas is up modestly, 0.43%. We got heating oil continuing its downslide, folks. I mean, it's not that cold. Yeah, as a matter of fact, out here in San Antonio, it ain't cold at all, which is disheartening, man, because, I mean, I haven't felt a cold holiday in a long time. Even living in Austin, it wasn't very cold during the holidays either. I mean, I want to feel the cold holiday, for heaven's sake. All right, God damn it! I want to be able to watch It's a Wonderful Life, and it's freaking cold outside. and root for Potter. And root for Potter. Anyway, my apologies there, folks. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, heating oil is down 1.58% on the day. Who else do we got here? Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! We've got gold up, man, very modestly today. Once again, underscoring the uncertainty in the investment community. It is up modestly, $1.90, a percentage increase of 0.15%, closing out gold at $1,305.20 per troy ounce of gold. Jesus Christ. What else do we got here? We got silver. It is up a penny today. Percentage increase of 0.05%, closing out silver at $18.43 per troy ounce of silver. Copper is up modestly. It is up 0.40%. And platinum, I don't even know why anybody's still trading this thing, man. I mean, to be honest with you, you got to be a metals connoisseur to be able to understand the difference between platinum and silver. I mean, I'm serious. In my opinion, I don't know. Anyway, platinum is up today, 0.25% increase on the day. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, folks, all right? Anyway, very, very weird market in the agriculture sector, folks. I mean, a mixture of green and red, to say the least, on the board. Let's go ahead and get to corn. Corn is up modestly today, 0.22%. Wheat, once again, it's continuing its rise, folks. Even though we saw some profits taking yesterday, we're starting to see them go back on that profit taking. It is up today, 0.56% increase on the day. Jesus Christ, take a look at oats. Take a look at oats. Oats is up today, 2.82% increase on the day for oats. Rough rice also up 0.76%. Soybean up modestly, 0.13%. Soybean oil took a dive today. It was down 1.11% decrease on the day. Canola down 1.13% decrease on the day. Let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa is down 3.84% on the day. That is the base for chocolate. Seeing a major decrease in chocolate. Maybe people don't have enough money to be having a sweet tooth. I don't know what the hell this is about. I know for a fact that when I went out to grab a few things at the store during Halloween night, there was a lot of candy left over, folks. I mean, they were starting to give it away at that particular time. So that's a tail sign. You got to look at little factors like that to judge what kind of an economy that you're living in at this point in time. I'm serious. I mean, that's what will make you better at the market. That'll make you better as a business person. Everything that you look at, it's business, it's money. That's how you have to think of it. That's why when I go down and do the markets every day, specifically the agriculture, it's because even if you're not invested in it, if you know the price is going up or going down, you can guesstimate or make a judgment call on what you may see at the supermarket and what may go up or what may go down in price. And when it goes up or when it goes down in price, that's when you'll start realizing, oh, geez, I know what, I know why that's doing that now. I get it. Now I understand what's going on here. I get it. Anyway, let's move on, folks. Coffee. Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Let's have my coffee, dude. Shut up, you stupid moron. Coffee, let me tell you, it is up today. 3.44% increase on the day. I mean, good God. Good Lord, folks. I'm telling you, it's going to be a little more expensive for you folks at Starbucks. All right? I mean, I know y'all like to go kick it at Starbucks on the weekend. It's going to be a little more expensive for you over there. Anyway, we got sugar. Sugar is up finally after seeing, massive decreases for the past several days. It is up 1.16% increase on the day. OJ is bouncing back after yesterday's profit taking. It is up 0.83%. Cotton is up 0.68%. Lumber is up 0.35%. Rubber is up 0.39%, and ethanol is up 1.98% increase on the day for ethanol. Let's go ahead and get to livestock, folks. Let me tell you, it's continuing to go down on cattle. I don't know what the hell's going on with cattle, man. I have no idea, but I'm appreciating it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm telling you this right now. I am eating T-bone, porterhouse, steaks every day, all night, baby. I'm waking up. I'm eating steaks and eggs, baby. I'm telling you this right now. I'm enjoying the low prices in the damn agriculture, specifically in the livestock. I'm appreciating every goddamn day of it. Anyway, live cattle is down today, 1.30% decrease on the day for live cattle. Cattle feeder is also down today, 0.76% decrease on the day. And we're finally starting to see some profit taking here in lean hogs after seeing 3%, 4% increases for the past couple of days. Lean hogs is down today, 1.81% decrease on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get right into Twitter shout-outs. I want to hurry up and get over with this because this should be a serious show here. I know it's a Baller Friday. Everybody wants to let loose and kick back. They want to partake in their favorite vice, and be. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, folks, let's move on here. All right. Who do we got? Let's move on here. For you folks that want a Twitter shout out, all you got to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and the Twitter account is Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. And if you can retweet that tweet, I will be giving you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. I don't know what's going on as it relates to the technical difficulties of Blog Talk Radio. I apologize once again if you are continuing to see technical difficulties here, folks, because I have no idea what the hell's going on here. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. Hopefully Blog Talk Radio can rectify that situation as soon as possible. They're ruining a Baller Friday here. I'm trying to have a goddamn Baller Friday. Anyway, do we have any Twitter shout-outs, engineer? All right, I don't know what's going on with the engineer today. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. What's going on to Johnny Deck? What's going on to Benton Bannon? We got Dirk Diggler in the house. Windows and doors. What's going on to Pipes in the place? What's going on to Pipes? How you doing? We got Z Frostwire in the house. How you doing? Who else do we got going on here, for Christ's sake? We got Big Tough Capitalist, Hambone and Proud. I know there's a lot of people that are listening in like, hey, what the hell's going on here, Ghost? I have no idea. My personal opinion, I think that we're just weighing down the resources of Blog Talk Radio because we're so goddamn popular, baby. And I love it! I love it! What a Baller Friday! Anyway, we got Artron Havoc in the house, Czech Capitalist, Satan's with her. Yeah, no kidding. We're going to talk about this here after this Twitter shout-outs here. Who else do we have here? We got Skinny Penis. That's great. We've got Ghostis Yaruhama. Okay, great. Spirit Food for No, don't even go there, man. Don't Spirit Food for Ghosts. Don't even go there, man. We've got Keck Beats Moloch. That's pretty much isn't that ironic, huh? The god of Keck, huh, is striking Moloch. Striking Moloch right in its goddamn owl balls, baby. And for you folks that are unaware who Moloch is, look, we'll talk about that there in a second. I know it's hard for people to believe. I know people are thinking to themselves, wait a minute, this is not true. What's going on here? We'll talk about it here in a second, all right? We got Preston Garvey in the place. We got, I'm not going to say that disgusting name, you son of a bitch. We got Raiden Snake. We got the Keystoner in the place, the Green Leader in the house. What's going on? We've got Koresh first, Ghost next. Shove it up your ass, man. We've got Pigs Lives Matter. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? We got Capitalist Pig, yeah, real funny ass crack. Die, Ghost, die. Die, Ghost, die. Well, you know why? Why are you listening to me then, there, moron, huh? Obviously, you don't want me to die because you keep listening to me and you're giving me your energy. You're giving me your energy. Don't you get it? You're giving it to me. So keep giving it to me. Anyway, who else do we have? We got Young Ghost in the house. We got Dorito Burrito. We've got Danny J. Who else we got here? We got Sergeant Yoda in the house. The Brony Network. We've got Moloch's $60,000 hot dog. Look, for you folks that are unaware, the WikiLeaks, we're going to talk about that here in a second. All right, look, I mean, there's a lot to get into. We're going to get into it here in the second hour. Let's just get through some Twitter shout-outs. I mean, I know, it's like a movie. I mean, it's worse than a movie. Who could dream up this crap? Spirit cooking, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Who else we got? We got Ghost Podesta. Yeah, shut up. All right, I would never be those sick, twisted. I don't even. What do you call these people? For Christ's sake, I was actually in a part of the interwebs right now, or I would say about an hour ago, and you actually had leftists and liberals now starting. And this is the narrative now. This is the narrative. You're being prejudiced against Satanists. That is the new narrative. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. I've been on that part of the interwebs where these people are actually trying to justify spirit cooking and us being like, what the actual F that we're discriminating now against Satanists. I mean, I just, I don't know, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Who else? Yeah, Spirit Cooking Radio. Yeah, I knew you idiots were going to get in this crap, for Christ's sake. We got Digital Wisdom. Meme Magic is real. What's going on? We got the Neon Knight in the house. Inner Circle coup for Hillary. No. Don't even kid around about that crap. Don't even kid around about that crap. I'm serious. Don't you even dare. Don't you even dare, boy. Jesus Christ. What's going on to Godzilla? Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Don't you even dare, all right? Anybody who is voting for Hillary at this point in time is not only aiding and abetting a felon, or a criminal, I should say, excuse me, aiding and abetting a criminal, but they are for pedophilia and Satanism. I mean, I don't know what else you need to, what else do you have to be thrown in your face before you idiots realize that this disgusting piece of trash that's running for president, Hillary Rodham Clinton, is an evil, disgusting, a Satanist. A disgusting Satanist piece of trash. Oh, my God. Anyway, we got Ghost Did Rwanda. Shut up, you dumbass. That's fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. You see, you're making me curse. You see, you're making me curse. Damn it. You see, look. I'm not in the mood for this. I'm going to be honest with you right now, all right? I'm serious. I'm not in the goddamn mood for this crap. You're making me curse, for Christ's sake, man. You're making me curse. Oh, Jesus. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, man. Give me a freaking... I'm sorry for cursing, folks. These people over here, man. These people, man. They're the ones making me do it, folks. I'm sorry, man. I did not mean... Oh, my God. Anyway, let me move on, all right? Jesus Christ. SAPD shit sandwich. Oh, man. Look. No. Look, folks, for you folks that are unaware, obviously, because I'm living in San Hambonio here for the next, I guess, what are we, another 5 months going on, I don't know. A lot of people that listen to the show are now searching for San Antonio news that happens, and they came across an article, folks, and I know it happened. I'm privy to the news out here. I don't want to talk about it. I'm ashamed that I'm even living in this city, to be honest with you, all right? But apparently, according to reports, an SAPD officer, all right, San Antonio Police Department officer, fed a homeless man a sandwich that was filled with excrement. I'm not joking, folks. That's a real article. That really happened. This is San Hambonio, folks. I'm telling you, some weird stuff happens here. I mean, over this past Halloween weekend, we had some asshole dressed up as Freddy Krueger show up at a party and shot 5 people. I mean, what kind of a freak show city is this? What kind of a freak show city is this crap, man? Anyway, folks, I'm serious. That is a real story. SAPD, for whatever reason, thought it was a big kick to give a homeless person, a sandwich that was filled with... yeah, exactly. With a mushy turd, for a lack of a better term, for a mushy, smelly turd. And this is the cops! Now, look, I'm not going to talk too much garbage about the cops. I mean, they could be right outside this door. I mean, who the hell knows anymore? All right? The last thing I want is something like that to happen to me, for Christ's sake. I don't know, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, we're now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we move into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show, if you can. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I'm going to take a couple of more Twitter shout-outs, and we're going to go ahead and move on with the broadcast here. We got Black Hat Conservative in the house. What's going on? We've got Bin Bash Blitz in the house. How you doing, man? We've got, I'm not saying that disgusting name, for Christ's sake. We got Canuck Capitalist. We've got Goldie in the house. We've got a lot of new people that are retweeting the broadcast. I want to thank you folks for tuning in. If you are first tuning in for the first time, you're witnessing the True Capitalist Radio Show. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. We are taking some Twitter shout-outs, and once we're finished with this, I don't know what you want to call this, an exercise in troll mockery of yours truly, we're going to go ahead and get to the broadcast and talk about spirit cooking. We're going to talk about all the things that are just unearthed as it relates to this investigation into the 650,000 emails that have been uncovered in this Anthony Weiner sexting of a 15-year-old girl investigation by the FBI and NYPD. We're going to talk about all this stuff, and I'm also going to take your calls, open up the phone lines, and see what you have to say about it. So thank you all for tuning in with me. Let's continue to move on, folks, all right? I'm going to take a couple more Twitter shout-outs, and all you got to do to get a Twitter shout-out is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and, of course, the Twitter account is the Twitter account is Politics Ghost, all right? That's the Twitter account, Politics Ghost, and the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. All right, we're going to take a couple more here. We've got, I'm not going to say that disgusting name, Hillary1BTR0. Yeah, real funny. Double dip turd sandwich. Look, I just happen to live here for a few minutes, all right? I happen to live here for a little bit, all right? I'm sorry. I had no idea that the SAPD in San Antonio, Texas, was going to give a homeless man a sandwich with a mushy turd in it, man. I mean, who does those things? Who does that? Who does that? Anyway, we got the Hail Templeton Youth. Hail Templeton Youth? What the hell are you talking about, Hail Templeton Youth? Good God. Ghost killed Conquest. That's not funny, man. You all did that. You all did. You did. So don't blame me. That's you for Hail Templeton Youth. Here's another Hail Templeton Youth. Look. We're not doing this. All right. We're not doing this, for Christ's sake, all right? Look at this, Engineers Unite. What the hell is this crap? What the hell is it? God! Look, this is supposed to be a serious show here. We're supposed to be talking about spirit cooking a little bit. All right? We're 4 days away. 4 goddamn days away from the election. It's about time that some of you goddamn sons of bitches start taking this serious, for Christ's sake. You gotta start taking this election serious. It's that damn serious. Jesus Christ, you goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin. You're the goddamn mic. Goddamn troll terrorists, cyber vermin, pieces of garbage, man. I'm only going to take a couple more of these because I can see where y'all are going. Y'all are trying to ruin my Baller Friday, and I'm not going to let you do it, you sexist crap. What's going on to the Smiler? How you doing, man? Who else do we got here? We got Engineer for Ho. Just shut up, you idiots. Who else do we got? Rigging, Obama rigging for Hillary. Yeah, okay, we pretty much get it, all right? That's why we gotta stop them. That's why we gotta take this serious, you morons. SAPD Officer 1, Bum 0. You know what? I'm not doing this. That's it. I'm not doing any more Twitter shout-outs, you sacks of crap. All right, I'm not letting you. I will not let you. I refuse, all right? I refuse to let you morons ruin my Baller Friday. I'm not going to let you goddamn idiots do it. I'm not going to let you do it. So give me the damn mic. I'm not going to let you sorry sacks of imbecilic, troll, terrorist, cyber vermin garbage do it. Do you understand me? I will not let you morons do it. So, oh my God. Anyway, folks, let's get on with the damn broadcast here. I want to thank everybody who's tuning in with me. That's a serious listener, and not these goddamn trolls. But anyway, folks, let's just move on, shall we, folks? I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's talk about the situation at hand here. We are 4 days away from the most important election in American history. The most important election in American history. And I think that people need to have a little bit of appreciation about it. Start waking up, for Christ's sake, and understand the seriousness, the goddamn seriousness of this freaking election, for Christ's sake. Good God! Oh my God! I'm not joking around, man. It's time to start getting goddamn serious, you milky lickers. Do you understand this? I mean, the more and more information comes out, the more it gets ridiculous. All right. The more and more it gets ridiculous. I'm not joking around. It's getting freaking ridiculous. All right. I mean, a freak show writer couldn't make this up. I mean, yesterday, folks, I talked about what the FBI and NYPD sources that are leaking out information are leaking out and what they're finding. And look, I'm just going to recap what we knew yesterday. Yesterday, we understand that there has been a child sex blackmail network that has potentially been unearthed in the investigation of Anthony Weiner's laptop, which apparently has saved 650,000 emails. Apparently of all kinds of different emails, State Department emails, Clinton Foundation emails. Apparently, there's some classified material on that particular hard drive. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. All right? A whole bunch of stuff. And this child sex network blackmail, or this blackmail network, it's starting to unearth some more ugly, man, for a lack of a better term, demons. In the latest WikiLeaks data dumps of Podesta's emails, this whole leaking of the child sex blackmail network by the FBI and the NYPD is becoming more and more validated as we start reading along the emails of John Podesta. Now, for you folks who are not aware, John Podesta and the folks that corresponded with him like to use weird terminology in their emails. Let me explain to you. A lot of emails that have come out via WikiLeaks have utilized the terms, and I'm gonna talk about these terms right now: hot dog, pizza, cheese, pasta, ice cream, walnut or nuts, map, or sauce. Now, folks, a lot of people have been investigating this. A lot of folks in the capitalist army. I mean, we've been on top of this. A lot of researchers scouring, trying to make connections. And folks, what a lot of people have surmised is these words are actual code words that could potentially fit in with the narrative that is being leaked by the FBI and the NYPD, in that there is a genuine child sex blackmail network, for heaven's sake. Now, according to many researchers that have come to an agreement that the possibility of the meaning of these code words that are embedded throughout all the emails that have been released here for the past couple of data dumps, you hear these terms. You know, we're going to have a hot dog party. We're going to have a pizza party. You know, I mean, really weird stuff, and they're very excited about it. I mean, I don't know about you folks, but I've never been excited by a damn hot dog party. If somebody said that they're, serving hot dogs, I'm not going. All right? Give me a break. That's a condescending, half-assed attempt at a get-together. So, I mean, give me a break. I've never heard so many people that were excited about getting pizza unless you were, like, in 5th grade, for heaven's sake. You know what I mean? Now, folks, according to those that have been researching this, they've come to the following conclusion. The meanings of these words are as follows. If you read the word hot dog in the Podesta emails, it means boy. Okay? If you read the word pizza in the Podesta emails, it means girl. If you read the word cheese in there, it means little girl. If you read the word pasta in there, it means little boy. If you read the word ice cream in there, it means male prostitute. If you read the word walnut or nuts in there, it means person of color. If you read the word map in there, it means semen. If you read the word sauce in there, it means orgy. Do you understand this, all right? Now, I don't want to go over through the whole emails or anything of that nature, but I did find something very interesting. I want to thank members of the Capitalist Army for finding this. Very interesting little email here in which Obama, okay, and they boast about this. It's not that Obama made this particular email, but they boast about how Obama paid $65,000 of taxpayer money flying in, quote, pizza and hot dogs from Chicago for a private party at the White House not long ago, quote unquote. And they're boasting about this. They're boasting about this, for Christ's sake, man. I think Obama spent about $65,000 of taxpayer money flying in pizza/dogs from Chicago for a private party at the White House not long ago. Now, listen, I know there's people out here that are listening to this, and they're like, there's just no way, Ghost. This is just far out there. This is just too far out there, man. No way, man. No way. Folks, this is real. It's always been there, folks. I hate to admit this, and let me tell you, all right? I hate to admit this, but it seems as if everyone has always known that there was an element of this garbage going on. Hell, I was talking about this during this year. Remember, I was talking about how there's 800,000 children that go missing every year. People are talking about, oh, gun violence, and oh my God, it's so bad, and I can't believe it. We got to outlaw guns, and oh my God, and meanwhile, we've got 800,000 children that go missing every year, and that just seems to be a happenstance. Nobody talks about it. Everybody's just okay with it. Folks, this has been going on for many administrations. I mean, did we all forget Jeff Gannon? Do y'all remember Jeff Gannon in the Bush administration? George W. Bush, the previous president, Jeff Gannon. Are you all familiar with this situation, or did we forget about Jeff Gannon? Folks, Jeff Gannon was a mysterious character. All right? Is a mysterious character that ended up being a part of the press corps in the White House. He was one of the people that were asking questions to the press secretary and even to the president himself in the damn White House press room. Now, why is that such a big deal? So what? There's a guy in there. He's a part of the media. Well, this is where the story gets even more and more weird. Jeff Gannon, folks, the credentials and the publication that he claimed that he wrote for were completely fictitious. And internet researchers found that Jeff Gannon, actually, he didn't even go by the name Jeff Gannon in the press corps. He went by the name Jeff, Gergit? Jeff Gergit. They found the name Jeff Gannon through searching this guy's photograph and found him in many different gay escort websites like rentboy.com and others, and found out that Jeff Gannon was a gay male escort, and that how Jeff Gannon became, got press credentials and was able to sit in the press secretary room in the damn White House and ask questions is a mystery. And on top of that, not only was he there asking, just ridiculous spoon-fed questions to the president and the press secretary when he was asking questions in the press corps, this man, Jeff Gannon, was also allowed to go into the White House at odd hours of the evening. Seriously, this is on White House logs that Jeff Gannon was able to go into the White House, and it's alleged that him and George W. Bush obviously had a relationship. Now, why do I bring Jeff Gannon and this whole mysterious situation around him being a fictitious journalist, was able to get press credentials into the White House under a fake publication so that he could be able to ask the press secretary and the president questions whenever he wanted? How did this man get this? Well, folks, Jeff Gannon is a kid that was taken out of Des Moines, Iowa in the early 80s by the name of Johnny Gosch. Johnny Gosch was a kid that was snagged and taken in the midst of him making a paper delivery route on his bike. Johnny Gosch was taken and was never to be seen again. His mother tried to put out everything they could to try in an attempt to find Johnny Gosch. And Johnny Gosch's mother said that it seemed as if nobody wanted to help her find her son. Anyway, folks, long story short, when Jeff Gannon started showing his face, because no one knows who the hell Jeff Gannon is. No one knows where the hell he came from. No one knows who the hell the guy is. Johnny Gosh's mother said that man is Johnny Gosh. Jeff Gannon is Johnny Gosh. That is G-O, I believe it's S-C-H or C-S-H. Johnny Gosh. And look, Google Johnny Gosh right now, folks. I mean, this is some serious situations here. I mean, this is not a joke. I mean, this goes back to the Bush crime family. Now, why is this important? Why is all this important? Because I'm telling you, folks, this child molestation stuff has been going on since the 80s, since Bush Sr. And you see, it's the Chinese and the Russians. They knew about all this stuff. They knew that these sick, sadistic, twisted elites, these political imbeciles, they knew that they partook in this disgusting pedophile network. And that's how, folks, China and Russia have been able to blackmail our politicians into giving them weapon and military technology. I'm not kidding around, folks. All right? I'm not joking around. I mean, these people need to understand, and I'm talking to you people, this is not something that is brand new. This has been a construct of the elites for a long period of time. I mean, why do you think... I mean, I don't want to get too far into this, because I mean, if you get too far into this, you're not going to believe it. I mean, it's so unbelievable. These people are so evil and so disgusting and so sick that you people just wouldn't believe it, for Christ's sake. I mean, just Google Johnny Gosh, man. This was a kid, and you know what? They would send photos of the mother. They would send photos of this kid bound and gagged. I mean, are you seeing those of that kid Johnny Gosh in Google Images? I mean, who does this crap? Who does this crap, man? Listen to me, man. I'm not joking around. And what we're witnessing right now, I'm going to tell you what's happening. The FBI and the NYPD and certain elements of the intelligence community are running a soft coup. They have the information, they have the intelligence, and they are literally leaking it out slowly but surely as a test, as an attempt to try to persuade these people that are clearly guilty to step down and to literally relinquish power in a peaceful manner. And in my personal opinion, folks, I don't think that these damn bureaucrats are going to go out quietly in that good night. I mean, at this point in time, I mean, especially after all the WikiLeaks, especially after the reopening of the FBI investigation, especially after all the damn leaks that are coming out on the NYPD, FBI end, you would think that goddamn Hillary Clinton would have stepped down by now, but they're not going to do it, man. You understand that? They're not going to do it. So right now, we're at a Mexican standoff, and, you know, for you politically correct idiots, go shove it up your ass. We're at a Mexican standoff right now, folks, and anything could happen this weekend. I don't think it's a coincidence that we get warnings, Friday here, that Al-Qaeda is going to be blasting themselves off here, and they conveniently chose Texas and other kinds of states. I mean, give me a break. Watch for these goddamn false flags, man. Watch for these shock and awe events. Don't fall for them. Don't fall for them. This is the last card these goddamn bureaucrats have left. It's the last card the Democrats have left. Don't fall for it, for Christ's sake, man. Don't fall for it, folks. Do not fall for it. Anyway, I want to thank Dirk Diggler out here, Disco Capitalist, for linking the Wikipedia here. I'm going to retweet the Wikipedia to Johnny Gosh, and also retweet the Google search for Johnny Gosh, so that for you folks right now that want to understand what I'm talking about, This is not a joke, man. Jeff Gannon, this guy that was literally, I mean, just research Jeff Gannon. There's YouTube videos of this guy asking Bush, like, just tomato can questions, very easy questions, favorable to his administration. There's also pictures of George Bush kissing this guy. I mean, public photos. I'm not joking around. I mean, there are White House logs that show that Jeff Gannon had exclusive access to the White House at odd hours of the damn night, man. I mean, it's all there, man. It's all there. The proof is there. That's what I'm saying. This Clinton child sex blackmail network, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm serious, man. I mean, check this out. Look, I'm about to retweet right now. I'm about to retweet, some of these photographs of Johnny Gosch tied up. Here it is, right here. Look, this is it, right here. And I know it's sick. I know it's harsh, folks. This is it. I mean, folks, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. And I know that it's hard for a lot of you people to fathom. It's hard for a lot of you people to comprehend, folks. But just think about it for a second. Why in the hell are all these people? And according to the WikiLeaks data dumps, they don't even like each other, these Democrats. Podesta doesn't even like Hillary. He thinks she's a freaking idiot. You know, all these people don't like each other. But why are they falling in line? Why are they not turning against each other? I mean, why are they not obliging principle that they speak about and literally being hypocrites and backing up this disgusting bag of bones, this witch, this Satanist, Hillary Clinton? Because, folks, that's how they've been able to co-opt and corrupt each and every compartmental vote in the machinery of their secret bureaucratic government. Do you understand that? That's how they've been able to co-opt, corrupt, and keep loyal these people. Because then they put these people in precarious situations, and they have to be loyal. They have to be loyal, folks. They have to be loyal. I mean, unless they want to go down. I mean, look at what happened to the ex-Speaker of the House, Dennis Haskard. Huh? Look at that. I mean, how much more evidence do you need that this crap is prevalent? You remember Barney Frank? Huh? That idiot out of Massachusetts, the supposed openly gay, was he a senator? That son of a bitch in 1985 was running a goddamn prostitution ring out of his goddamn apartment with his gay lover. And he was in Congress at the time. Yeah. He was in Congress at the time while you cannot make this stuff up, folks. I know that people are saying, hey, tinfoil hat, I can't believe this. Look, you can go ahead and not believe me all you want to. That's up to you. You want to continue to fake and make believe that this isn't real. I mean, did you all see Spirit Cooking, the hashtag today? You want to know why Spirit Cooking was trending? Because WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, tweeted out that Tony Podesta, while being a foreign agent for Saudi interest, by day, by night, spirit cooker. Folks, did you see that disgusting video of spirit cooking, for Christ's sake? As a matter of fact, I'm going to retweet, for you folks that want to know who Jeff Gannon is, here's pictures of Jeff Gannon and George W. Bush looking at each other, kind of a little twinkly-eyed, and here's George Bush kissing the man. Here it is, right here. All right? Jeff Gannon, a.k.a. Johnny Gosch. And you ask yourself, well, then why is Johnny Gosch doing this? Folks, this is a corrupt kid that got kidnapped and has been sexually abused. I mean, just imagine the brainwashing of Jeff Gannon. I mean, just imagine, man. This is just, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, back to spirit cooking, all right? Folks, there was a video. There was a video that was put out by WikiLeaks, folks. highlighting what spirit cooking was. And one of the favorite spirit cookers of old Tony Podesta, which is John Podesta's brother, folks, is a weird, disgusting witch. Literal witch, folks. I'm not joking around. This woman is a literal witch. Her name is Marina Abramovic. Marina Abramovic. Now, if you do research on Marina Abramovic, folks, this is a pure, disgusting, filthy Satanist. And about 14 hours ago, WikiLeaks tweeted out a video of spirit cooking that's demonstrated by Marina Abramovic, whatever that stupid, dumb Satanist his name is. Anyway, Marina, okay, the spirit cooker, showed what exactly spirit cooking is. And what she did is she has a jug or jugs filled with blood, with gore, with semen, breast milk, excrement, urine. I mean, I'm not joking around. That's what all this disgusting garbage is. And in this spirit cooking, she's utilizing all these elements of bodily fluid to write certain messages on the wall, while there is a little deity in the corner. All right? As a matter of fact, let me unretweet it and retweet it again for you folks. I'm going to unretweet it, and here I'm going to retweet it right now so it can be up at the top of the tweets, for Christ's sake. Here it is, right there. That's the WikiLeaks tweet. John Podesta, all right, foreign Saudi agent by day, spirit cooker by night. There it is. There it is. I mean, I'm not joking around, folks. I mean, this is not a joke. I mean, this is disgusting. This is satanic. These people, this is for real. I'd like to know if the blood and the gore that's in this particular woman's jug, if this isn't human stuff. You know, this is the kind of garbage that Aleister Crowley, that sick son of a bitch, wrote about in his works. I mean, this is sigil magic. For you folks that are aware of the occult, this is sigil magic. This is utilizing the sacrificial materialization of a living organism in order to sacrifice it to deities in order to obtain energy and power. I'm not kidding around. There it is, folks, right there. Spirit cooker, all right? I mean, take a look at that disgusting video. It's disgusting! It's right there. I just retweeted it. It's right there. Look, that's satanic crap. Look at it. It's satanic. Jesus Christ, look at it, for Christ's sake, man. And one more retweet I'm about to tweet, folks, is some more Johnny Gosh, a.k.a. Jeff Gannon material. Here's a picture of George Bush Sr. with Johnny Gosh, the boy, the missing boy, right in back of him 2 years after his disappearance. There he is right there, folks. I mean, folks, this is real, man. I mean, this is real. I mean, whether you believe it, whether you want to believe it, it doesn't matter if you believe it. These people believe it, man. These people believe it. It doesn't matter if you believe it. Who cares about you? You ain't even doing crap with your life. These are the leaders. These are the people that are leading us, for Christ's sake. It doesn't matter if you believe it. They believe it. They believe it. So you all can sit here in your heads and say tinfoil hat and I don't believe you and you can do all that all you want to, all right? But the bottom line is that you people out there, you can continue to live in your stupid la-la land, all right? But you see, that's how these elites have been able to pull the wool over your eyes and have all this sick, disgusting, satanic garbage right underneath your noses. I'm not joking around, man. I'm not kidding around. I mean, take a look at Spirit Cooking, folks. There it is. There it is. And right now, folks, the reason I'm bringing all this up, because the FBI, the NYPD, WikiLeaks, they're all releasing this information to get the public a little bit aware of what's about to transpire. Because they will release photos, videos, and I'm talking about very disgusting, illegal type stuff featuring these particular people. If this Hillary Clinton goes all the way down to the election and tries to win it, I mean, because these people that are in power, their days are numbered. And I'm afraid, folks, this weekend may be a very violent weekend. I hate to say this, because the whole reason why the NYPD and the FBI and factions within the intelligence community have thrown this soft coup is in an attempt to try to make these people stop and come to their senses, and then to do the right thing and allow Trump to take power so that the people don't understand what's really going on. But they refuse to step down. Their hubris is just completely disgusting. It's all over the place. They refuse to step down. They refuse to step down. So, folks, be prepared for anything this weekend. I strongly advise each and every one of you to be very aware of what's going on. I advise each and every one of you to get a gun. And I'm not trying to hyper-sensationalize anything, folks. I mean, while you still have your constitutionally protected right to do so, I strongly advise you to get a gun, because anything can happen. I mean, why is the government releasing these Al-Qaeda? Now it's Al-Qaeda. It's not ISIS anymore. It's Al-Qaeda attacks all of a sudden. Folks, Al-Qaeda is ISIS, folks. Why do you think they changed the name to ISIS? All right, they could not be caught backing up Al-Qaeda, because Al-Qaeda was supposedly the group that brought down the Twin Towers in 9/11. So that's why I'm saying, folks, I mean, I strongly advise you to go get yourself armed, practice your constitutionally protected Second Amendment right, and be prepared for anything. Be prepared for anything, folks. And let me tell you, if there is any Al-Qaeda attacks in America, it's the government's fault, because they're the ones that brought the damn wild Yahudis into this country. They're the ones that brought them here. They're the ones that brought them here. So if there's any kind of goddamn terrorist attack, that's all there is to it. It's their fault. It's their goddamn fault. So that's all I'm saying, folks. All right. I mean, that's all. I don't understand why you folks can't, grasp your head around it. If you all don't want to believe it, well, then shut your ass up and get out of the way. All right? For you folks that don't want to believe this stuff, the proof is there. It's all in front of you. Then shut up and keep fucking watching football and keep watching your cartoons and shut your stupid mouth. You understand me? Get out of the way. Stop trying to think that you know a goddamn thing. Get the hell out of the way and let those of us patriots stand up and be valiant and be men and stand up against the barbarians. If you're going to sit over there and say, I just don't believe this. I just don't believe my government will do this, and I just don't think that. Then get the hell out of the way, you weakling, political correct, fruity-ass bastard. Get the hell out of the way. Get out of the way! I'm telling you this right now, folks. I mean, we're headed into a time where I am not joking around. If the military needs to, at this point in time, a general needs to assume command and start arresting these sons of bitches. I mean, a report out of the True Pundit states that Comey, FBI Director Comey, has already put out a call to all field agents, FBI field agents, to report to Washington, D.C. Unreal, man. Unreal, folks. I mean, I'm serious. And let me tell you something else. You want to know why the NYPD hasn't slapped the cuffs on Hillary Clinton or slapped the cuffs on anybody, Huma Abedin? I'll tell you why, folks. Because the Justice Department. Oh, that's right. The old Justice Department, of course, is obstructing justice. The Justice Department, Loretta Lynch, they are obstructing justice by saying this. They are not stopping the NYPD or FBI in the traditional sense by ordering them to, because right now they're in rogue state. Right now, the NYPD, from what I gather from my intelligence, is actually being taken over by Rudolph Giuliani. That's why the NYPD has gone rogue. That's why they have gone into these investigations. That's why they went and got Wiener. They seized these computing devices, brought in the rogue elements of the FBI, and that's who is literally running this soft coup, aside from elements from 11 different intelligence agencies in America. But they're not obstructing it by saying, I'm Loretta Lynch and I want you to stop. No. According to Breitbart, and let me tell you, this is a pretty legit report from where I'm coming from. Apparently, Loretta Lynch has threatened the NYPD that she will start arresting NYPD officers indiscriminately and charging them with the death of Eric Gardner. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, we're at a Mexican standoff, folks. We're at a goddamn Mexican standoff out here. That's out of Breitbart.com. I mean, this is what's happening. You've got the Justice Department saying that they will arrest indiscriminate NYPD officers and charge them with the death of Eric Gardner, all right? And as a result, you've got the FBI and the NYPD stating that, hey, look, we want to pursue and arrest and indict Hillary Clinton and this son of a bitch. And here we're at. We're at this Mexican standoff, folks. You understand that? We are at this Mexican standoff. And I don't really know what the hell you people are doing, thinking. I don't know what. I don't know if you know your ass from your elbow anymore. I don't know what's going on. But the bottom line is that if you vote for Hillary Clinton at this point in time, you are not only aiding and abetting a criminal, but you are condoning Satanism, you're condoning pedophilia, and you're condoning just straight up disgusting evil of the world. You know that on drudgereport.com, there was an article linked up where an FBI agent claims that they believe that she is an antichrist. She is an antichrist. I don't believe she's the antichrist. I think that she is under some kind of evil, demonic type persuasion, for a lack of a better term. But I don't think she's the Antichrist. As a matter of fact, I don't really believe the whole Antichrist notion. I do believe that there can be very evil people. There are people that their motives is not necessarily leadership for the sake of having people worship them. There's a lot of people that attain power because they want to be the destructor. They want to destroy people. They enjoy seeing people suffer. They enjoy seeing people cry and bleed and so on and so forth. Kind of like the old Roman Emperor Caligula. You understand? Caligula. I mean, that's exactly what we are witnessing right before our very eyes, for Christ's sake, man. Caligula up in here. So anyway, folks, oh yeah, here we go. Now let the cyber wars begin. Breaking news, U.S. military says it has penetrated Russia's electrical grid, telecommunications networks, and Kremlin command system. There it is. Look, here it is. Let's go ahead and retweet that. I mean, look, folks, let's just get prepared for anything, folks. They could launch World War III. They could have some Tet offensive simultaneous terrorist attack on the United States. They could activate their sleeper Black Lives Matter cells to riot all over the country. I mean, they have things in place, folks, all right? They have things in place. So this weekend is going to be a critical weekend for America. I mean, let me repeat that one more again. This weekend is going to be a critical weekend for America. Be expecting some of the most unbelievable things that could potentially be happening. Be prepared for shock and awe type deaths. Be prepared for shock and awe type events. Be prepared for events that could potentially suspend elections, that could potentially prolong elections, so on and so forth, folks, all right? So I want to warn everybody, this is not a joke. I know a lot of people still think this is a joke, but we are at a point in history, all right? I mean, we're at a point in history, folks, where I don't know what the hell's going to happen, folks. Anything can happen. I mean, look at this crap. People are asking, why would the United States penetrate the Russian command system, the Kremlin, the electrical grid? Folks, they are trying to provoke World War III. That's what I've been saying! Don't you understand that? I've been saying that for goddamn since I came back on this fucking broadcast! And is anybody listening? Is anybody goddamn listening to my shit? I've been saying it! I've been saying it! I've been saying it forever, for Christ's sake, man! They're trying to start World War III, morons! They're trying to start World War III, God damn it! God damn it, wake up, wake up, wake up! God damn it, man, wake up! Jesus Christ, give me the mic! Give me the mic! Look, I'm not joking around, folks, all right? You idiots cannot believe me, all right? For all you idiots, I can imagine you stupid, simple morons who don't take the time to read and research and rather just play a goddamn video game or rather just wax your carrot to some goddamn man-child cartoon fetish nonsense. You can sit there and go ahead and continue doing that, for Christ's sake. But by God, something big is going to happen this weekend. Something huge is going to happen this weekend. And if you're going to sit there and deter everybody and make everybody more disillusioned, then sit down and shut your stupid mouth. Just sit there and shut your stupid, ignorant mouth. I'm tired of ignorant people that fail to do any kind of research. I mean, just sit there and you're an ignorant waste of life. That's why you're in the position you're in, and that's why all you do is piss and moan. That's why you just sit there and piss and moan. By God. Give me my drink. I need a goddamn drink, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, man. And look, sometimes, when I hear people saying, "Oh, it goes, you're lying." I mean, so what? All the evidence is there. All this, what? Who cares? You're lying. Well, you know what? Maybe, like I said, maybe we do need nuclear war, I mean, because I don't know what it's going to take to wake up the majority of America. Because I'm telling you, in my personal opinion, after all this evidence, after everything that's being unearthed, and to still see the mass amounts of people that are still Hillary Clinton-esque, give me a break. I mean, I'm serious, folks. I mean, look, I don't want nuclear war. I've been trying to tell people that it's happening here all goddamn summer. I mean, and no one seems to care. So, sometimes I'm like, man, we're so close to nuclear war, you've got to prepare yourself mentally, You got to prepare yourself mentally. You got to be like, well, look, if it happens, maybe we possibly need it. I mean, we've got so many losers out here that are just walking around just being useless, man, that turn perfectly good food into crap, and that's their contribution to life. They're not making anybody's lives better. They're not teaching anybody anything. They're not making their own living. You see, that's why they call it making your own living, folks. Not giving your living. It's called making your own living because you got to make it yourself. You know what I mean? I mean, Jesus Christ, man, what a joke. What an utter joke. And I'm telling you, look, those of us that are taking this serious, my hat's off to you. I salute all of you. And I know a big deterrent is the losers of this world. I mean, I'm not talking that, the third world that had no choice, that were literally born into squalor, but I'm talking about the Western civilizations that have brought up a whole 2-3 generations of people that are just, for the most part, and I hate to say this, for the most part are a bunch of ungrateful, selfish idiots. And, the bad part about it is that they were the ones that relinquished their own power and allowed these Satanists and these child rapists and these corrupt criminals to take control of our government. Because they fell asleep at the wheel, all right? They fell asleep at the wheel politically, and I'm talking to people. And if you don't believe me, well, just take a look at the damn Satanists and take a look at the child molesters that, we as a people have been electing. Look at it! Look! I'm serious, man. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. Anyway, I want to hear from you. I mean, I know I've been going off keister here, and I'm sorry, man, but this is too serious. This is too serious, and to be completely honest with you, I don't know how to comprehend on all this stuff. To be honest with you, all right. Anyway, I'd like to hear from you. 425-390-6146. What do you have to say about all this? I mean, sir, I'd like to know your opinions, what you have to say. I mean, we're living in some weird times, folks. And I do believe that there is some sort of spiritual element that is involved in this world right now that is enabling those valiant souls to stand up amidst danger, to let this information be shown and be known to the public. So anyway, I want to hear from you. What do you have to say about all this? Satanism, spirit cooking, child sex, blackmail networks. What do you have to say about it? How about 352? What do you got to say? Okay, here we go with the Helen Keller death mutes, for Christ's sake. How about 615? What do you got to say about it?
Well, Ghost, I'm pretty speechless. I really love when you go off and give real information to all these millennials and brony faggots that don't know anything about the world, and you're actually giving them the truth, and you're one of the only people that does it. So I want to thank you.
Hey, thank you, man. I mean, what are your personal feelings about all this, man? How are you feeling as somebody who's lived in this country and who's thought the country was a certain way, and all of a sudden, I mean, we're living in hell. I mean, I've always said we were, but man, now it's starting to come to fruition. I mean, the truth is starting to come out, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of known this for a while, but it's really something when you have the hardcore evidence in the WikiLeaks and you still have people that turn a blind eye to it.
I mean, it is disheartening, sir, to say the least. I'm telling you, I mean, it almost makes me feel like, why in the hell am I even on this broadcast? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, why am I even trying, for heaven's sake? Why am I even trying? Anyway, thank you very much for the kind words, sir, and I appreciate it, and I can't believe it either. All the evidence is out there. I have no idea what the hell is wrong with people in the world today. But hey, you know, that's why I keep saying, man, you know, what's unfortunate is that the way China has their people, You know, the richest people in China are all communist government agents, all communist government representatives. The individual in China has no wealth. They have beans that they make from the businesses that pay them slave labor. But with their pennies and slave labor, what do? They go purchase entertainment. Oh, man, the Chinese, they love entertainment. They can't get enough of entertainment, baby. They can't get enough of entertainment, for heaven's sake. And that's exactly what the bureaucratic systems of government in the Western civilizations have done as well. I mean, take a look at America, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, that's all these people are spending their money on. I mean, have you taken a look at people's social media accounts whenever they take selfies? These people are living in squalor. I mean, I see people who are, you know, living on a mattress. They got nothing but a mattress and like a box with like some shitty lamp on it and a cell phone. I mean, that's literally the possessions of every... I'm not joking around, man. And why is that? Because they're spending their money on entertainment. You know what I mean? Instead of actually applying their money to gain capital, to gain net worth, to progress their lives, they're blowing it all on entertainment, man. They're blowing it all on apps, and they're blowing it all on music, and they're blowing it all on phones, for Christ's sake. I cannot believe how many idiots buy a new phone every 3 months at like $500 to $700 a pop. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, people are still going to the movies. People like getting entertained. They like to go out to eat, for heaven's sake. Look at all the goddamn restaurants and fast food places and all this other crap. We like to be entertained. That's all America cares about, man. And, you know, when you try to put substance in some of these people that are filled with entertainment, it's like it's hard for them. You can actually hear them trying to think. I mean, I'm serious, especially some of these young people, man. I don't know what they've got these young people on. I know that there's a lot of them on psychotropic drugs, and, you know, it may be screwing with their heads. But you can literally see these young people trying to think. You can hear them. You can hear the synapses. I mean, you can hear them trying to fire up, but nothing's there. Nothing's goddamn there, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's take some more callers here. How about 304? What do you think about everything that's going on here, man? Area code 304, you there? Yeah, we got a Helen Keller deaf mute here. How about, Jesus Christ, how about area code... How about 901? You're on the horn.
In their homes take appropriate precautions. But there's no doubt that I respect the second gun, that I also believe there...
Look, we're not doing radio graffiti, asshole. All right? That's not right now, you dumb idiot. 716, you're on the horn. What do you got to say about this stuff?
Hey, Ghost, I'm a long-time listener. And honestly, I think it's kind of crazy that we've come to the point where we've devolved to magics, to winning one side over the other. Like, we have the dark god Moloch versus Tech, who the right has really revived from the dead. We didn't even know this guy was really around before. Now it's straight up the meme wars. It's crazy. But it is really sad that we have to have this massive shadow cabal of people. They're friggin' pedophiles in the government. It's disturbing. And really, we're not going to get our government back unless we are the ones to ultimately take action against that.
You know, and I completely agree. I don't understand why there's not 1 million people camped out right now in front of the White House. I'm serious. I don't understand why there's not, 1 million people in front of the headquarters of CNN right now. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I don't understand why. What's going on? What is it going to take for you people to do something? Jesus Christ, we got child molesters. We got Satanists as our leaders, for Christ's sake, man. What is it going to take for you idiots to do something? What is it going to take for you idiots to do something? Jesus Christ, man! Give me the freaking mic. I'm serious, man! When are you going to start taking this crap serious, for Christ's sake, man? When are you idiots going to take this serious? We're 4 days away! 4 days away from the election, you stupid morons! And you see, everybody's just going around, it's a big joke, yeah. Shut up, man! We got Satanists and child molesters and child rapists and it's just disgusting, man. It all makes sense why the Clinton Foundation is in Haiti now, does it? It makes sense. I mean, you know what? I don't even want to go there. I mean, you know, folks, this whole goddamn consortium, and it's not just our government, it's this international government as well, folks. All right? I mean, take a look at the UN. Whenever they throw in peacekeepers in these third world nations, the quote-unquote peacekeepers, what do? They sexually exploit the young children in exchange for food. I mean, Google that yourself if you don't believe me. Put in UN, kids, food, put in those types of words. Just concoct something as it relates to the United Nations exploiting kids for food, and you will see what I'm talking about. This is what these people do. I mean, this is what's in leadership today. These are the leaders that are in power. They're sick. They're Satanists. They're goddamn child molesters, for heaven's sake. How much more proof do you idiots need? Freaking spirit cooking. Oh no, it's just an artistic expression, Ghost, all right? That's all spirit cooking is. It's art, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're now in the third hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me, for Christ's sake. We are in some serious times, folks, and I hope that at least some of you that are listening within the sound of my voice, I hope that you're taking it serious as well. I mean, you've got to do everything within your power to spread this information to every face that you can, whether it's online, on social media, on forum posts, on blogs. Got to make sure to let these people know that are still in cahoots and still want to vote for Hillary Rodham Clinton. We've got to make sure to let them know that if they're voting for this disgusting piece of trash, they are voting for a child molester, a Satanist, and an outright criminal. Outright criminal, for Christ's sake. So, you know what, that's all there is to it, all right? Everybody that's out here voting for Hillary Rodham Clinton, you are condoning criminality, you are condoning Satanism, you are condoning child molestation. That's what you're doing, all right? I know that you may not want to think so, but that's what you're goddamn doing. Spirit cooking is still trending on Twitter. Why don't you take a look at what spirit cooking is? And as a matter of fact, this Marina Abramoff, okay, this broad that was the spirit cooker at the Podesta home, this broad also has spirit cooked for different celebrities. You know, old Lady Gaga says that this Marina Abramoff is some big inspiration to her, for heaven's sake, huh? Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, Lady Gaga is a satanic piece of trash, and you know, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of them thinking that because, you know, they know some symbols and they know how to do some goddamn ritualistic, occultic crap, that they somehow have power. They have no power, folks, okay? They have no power. The only reason they have power is because you give them power. Do you understand me? The only reason they have power is because you give them power, you stupid morons. And that's all there is to it. All right, that's all there is to it, man. I mean, I'm done with it. Anyway, folks, let me go ahead and let me end it with this. We're 4 days away from the election. We are heading into an election weekend that is filled with, in my personal opinion, some very scary propositions. I mean, I think that we are going to see a terrorist attack, all right? I think that we're going to see a mass shooting. And I think that we potentially, as it gets closer to Sunday, have Russia start saying that it is aiming nuclear weapons at certain American assets. And an easy, soft target to throw a nuclear weapon at this point in time would be Alaska. And the reason I say that is because the Russians, you know, because you got to think on a strategic level. The Russians would want to throw a nuke, but they don't want to destroy the world. So they're going to want to nuke something on the American side that is going to cause casualty but not destroy, you know, a good portion of the earth. So it'll probably be, in my opinion, it'll either be Alaska or at the very minimum Hawaii. And I'm not trying to scare folks, but I mean, I'm just speculating the possibilities here. I'm just speculating the possibilities. And let me tell you, if something like that happens, you can guarantee a suspended election. And whether Obama makes himself indefinite president, which I don't think is going to happen, he has much opposition in the bureaucratic system of government. So who could potentially be the president? Paul Ryan. Although there are reports, which I don't particularly believe, that Paul Ryan is going to step down Tuesday, probably because he knows that Donald Trump's going to be elected president, and not only is he going to step down, I wouldn't be surprised if he switches parties. Because as I stated in episode number 320, folks, the party can literally strip a candidate, or not even a candidate, I mean, they could literally remove a person from office. I mean, the person that's in office would have to renounce their party and go into another party real quick just so that they could sustain power. And that's happened many times before, folks. So anyway, I strongly advise everybody to please keep your eyes open, and if anything does happen, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Because it is our time now as the people. We were the ones that created this great nation, this great country, this melting pot of a country in which we all came together under a creed of Americana, and we were able to hold our differences as it relates to culture, as it relates to race, as it relates to any political indifferences, and we're able to create a country that was able to take over the world for the past 60 years. We are now finding ourselves, we are not a superpower anymore, folks. We are a laughing stock, and what we need to do now is start making America great again. And the last thing we need is any more child molesters, Satanists, corrupt criminals in power today. We don't need them. Do you understand me, folks? We don't need them. And that's why I'm saying, folks, that's why I'm trying to tell everybody here that this is serious business. And unless you're starting to realize it now, you play an integral part in this political process. And it's up to you on whether or not you are going to stand up and claim your moment in history. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there on your fat jelly ass and watch the world go by? Or are you going to stand up and claim your piece of the American pie? Because by God, this is a country made for the people and by the people. And the people have fallen asleep at the wheel for some time, but by God, we are trying to claim our liberty back. Because as I've stated, liberty and freedom are not given. Liberty and freedom are taken. Liberty and freedom are taken. And we've got to take it. We got to take it away from these Satanists. We got to take it away from these child molesters. We got to take it away from these totalitarian bureaucrats. They're freaks. We've got to take it away from them, and we got to put the fear in them. We got to show them that there's enough people awake that they should fear the sleeping giant of the people, that they should submit to the people's will. By God, heed my call. By God, America depends on it. America depends on it. Jesus Christ, I hope that you're listening. Jesus Christ, I hope you're listening. This is the most serious time in American history. Get up off your fat asses! Jesus Christ, folks. Anyway, look, I don't know what else to say. I've been here since March, and let me tell you, when I came back in March, the election at that time was a very nonchalant, very, kind of a tongue-in-cheek, kind of a comedic campaign, nothing dangerous. It was Pepe and, the guac bowl merchant and all these memes and so on and so forth and making fun of Jeb Bush and all that. Folks, when I came back in March, I said that I was going to come back and I was going to do some damage. And ever since we've come back, folks, this whole election has taken a turn for the unimaginable. And I'm telling you this, folks, I didn't come back for nothing. I hope I genuinely have convinced all of you that what we are witnessing here is history. And are you going to make history? Are you going to be a part of history? Are you going to be one of these stupid little pawns that is insignificant in life? Because by God, you standing up, you spreading this information, you letting everybody know that's out there that is still bamboozled by the mainstream media and all the other talking points, it is time for you to stand up and make history, for heaven's sake, man. Be a part of what is going on here. Be a part of what is going on here. Spread the goddamn information, folks, because now truth has become more dangerous than an actual weapon. Woo! I'm telling you that right now. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. Anyway, folks, let me calm my ass down. To be honest with you, I don't even really want to do radio graffiti. I don't even really want to do radio graffiti right now. As a matter of fact, I want to take a sip. I want to take a sip of my freaking, what is this? I got my last Macallan aged 15 years. I'm not really sure if I'm going to go to radio graffiti. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is because we're living in such serious times that I just don't think that right now is the time to be joking and doing all that crap. And not to mention, I know that, unfortunately, the show's biggest losers, not all of them are losers. Some of them are pretty funny and, productive members of society. But most of the show's losers, I know for a fact, are getting their panties in a bunch right now saying, "What? No radio graffiti? Oh, my God." So I am going to go ahead and probably not do it because I want to teach you stupid little idiots a lesson that at some times in life you have to take a little bit of responsibility for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? You've got to take a little bit of responsibility for yourselves and realize that you have to take a little bit serious in life. Right now, we are 4 days away from the election, and all we have is a group of idiots. And look, I'm seeing them on Twitter. Oh, I can't believe you're not going to do radio graffiti. I'm just saying, folks. Maybe it's about time for you idiots to start taking things a little bit serious here. All right, maybe it's time to start taking it a little bit serious. And the bottom line is that I know it's pissing you off, and I can feel your energy right now. You know what I mean? I'm doing some spirit cooking right now on the trolls that are so pissed off. I can feel their energy. I can feel it. I can feel it right now. Give me your energy. Come on. Give me your energy, you life losers. Give me your energy. Come on. Woo! Oh, yeah, that's right, baby. That's right. Let me go ahead and take some more drinks here. All right. And you know what? You know what's happening right now? All the Radio Graffiti life losers are dropping the broadcast right now. They're like, if I can't sit here and do my splice, I have nothing to say here. I'm leaving. Well, then go ahead and leave, all right? Serious, all right? I'm spirit cooking loser tears right now. That's what I'm doing, all right? That's right. And as a matter of fact, I'm sipping on troll terrorist and cyber vermin tears. Woo! How you like that, baby? Here, I'm taking sips of troll terrorist and cyber vermin tears. Here, listen. Woo! I know I'm pissing them off. Look at them on Twitter. They're pissed. Yes. Keep throwing your energy at me, baby. Keep throwing your energy at me. Woo! Yes. Keep it coming. I know I'm pissing you off, and I like it. Oh, my God. You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since I'm not going to have a Radio Graffiti here, you know what? Let's just have a conversation with a few people here, right? Let's have a conversation with a few people. Let's bring in George Soros, okay, and Bernie Sanders. Now that we've got George Soros and Bernie Sanders here, I'd like to interview you two here, okay? Now, Bernie, why exactly do you believe that people should still look up to you like old Uncle Bernie that was claiming that you were going to give them this and give them that? I mean, explain to me where your mentality is, Bernie, all right? Oh, well, Ghost, I know you have a lot of criticism of me. I know you don't like me, but the problem is that I had people that were listening to me. They gave me their money. They gave me their money fair and square, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. As a matter of fact, Ghost, I am not finished. I think people know by now I've got a political action group, and now what I want is I want people to donate to my political action group. It's called Our Revolution, and I want you to keep donating, and I want you to take your underwears off. So come on over here. No, hey, Bernie, no, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here, Bernie, God damn it, we're not doing that here. Anyway, obviously Bernie has no remorse, all right? So what do you have to say, George Soros? Why in the hell are you doing what you're doing here? All right, why are you doing what you're doing? I mean, you want to take over the world. You're funding Black Lives Matter. You help fund the takedown of the Soviet Union. What is it that you want, Mr. Soros? Or can I call you George? No. Well, what is it that you want?
Ghost, you don't understand. I am George Soros,
and I helped the Nazis during Nazi occupation, and it was the most greatest time of my life. And ever since I sold off my fellow Jew into the concentration camp, I liked the feeling. I liked the feeling of them going in there, and I liked it. And I liked hurting people. I liked seeing blood. I liked seeing people suffer. And on top of me liking doing that, I take their money. I take their artwork. I take their jewels. And that's how I bankrolled my wealth. And now that I am a billionaire, I want the world because it's mine. Everything is mine. This broadcast that you're doing is mine. The people that listen to your 50 broadcast is mine. Their children are mine. Their mother's coochie is mine. Their father is mine. The black people are mine. The Black Lives Matter, huh? The Black Lives Matter to me because they're mine. And are we on the air, Toast? Are we live?
Yes, we're live on the air, Soros.
Yeah, well, I want everybody to listen. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do to me. They got death warrants on George Soros, but they can't touch me. They can't touch me. I should have died years ago, but I'm alive because the world is mine. And I want all of you to know that Donald Trump, he will win the popular vote, but he will not win the electoral vote because the electoral vote is mine. Everything is mine. Everything is mine. All of your lives are mine. The only reason you're living is because your life is mine.
All right, Mr. Soros, can you calm down, sir? I mean, aren't you a little bit too old to be going off keister this bit?
No, I make sure I drink the blood of young small children from the Hillary Clinton Foundation.
Oh, okay. Well, that's so because you're drinking the blood of small children from the Hillary Clinton Foundation, I'm assuming these are Haitians.
No, I don't drink black blood. I drink the blood of the Ukrainian blood. I drink the blood of the Russian blood. I drink the blood of the Mexican blood. But I do not drink the black blood.
Well, why don't you drink black blood, Mr. Soros?
Because Black Lives Matter, and I don't want the blood to go to waste to the black people.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, it makes sense to me because the black people are mine.
All right. Anyway, look, thank you folks for coming in. You can all see your way out here. Anyway, folks, now that we've gotten, some of the dumb trolls to hang up and get out of the way, and, some of these dumb kids, to finally just kind of, hang up and go away. Because I really don't want dumb, imbecilic trolls calling Radio Graffiti. They've been clogging up the lines, and they have been literally sucking the chrome up of a 57 Chevy bumper every time I have been, sitting here trying to conduct this stuff. So, look, let's go ahead and let's get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks, Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 425
390-6146. But when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that you got to say. That's why we call it Radio Graffiti, all right? Hey, do we have any Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? Well, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get to some Radio Graffiti right now. And let me tell you something, folks. If this is going to be a bummer of a Radio Graffiti, it's Friday, it's the weekend. I'm out of here, to be honest with you. I'm not joking around. I could end this show early. Don't need to be here. All right. It's obvious that there are a good amount of people that take this show serious. I want to thank those folks that are taking the show serious. And, of course, the other, crop of morons that are out here that are just exclusively listening to it for the Twitter shout-outs and the Radio Graffiti. You all got some serious problems. And if you all were in front of me right now, I'm serious. I would take your asses to the damn woodshed right now. As a matter of fact, give me the goddamn belt. Give me my belt. Give me my goddamn belt, boy. I would take each and every one of you goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin to the woodshed, boy. I'd take you to the woodshed. Yeah. I ain't made a man of you yet, boy. Yeah. Take your ass to the goddamn woodshed. And you know who else I'd take to the woodshed too? Your single dish rag whore of a mother. Your single dish rag whore of a mother who shitted you out of her clogged up, disgusting, crustated uterus. I'm gonna bring your goddamn mother into the damn woodshed and say, hey, single whore mother, did you shit this out of your goddamn uterus pipe? Huh? Did this fruity McFagin crap come out of your uterus pipe? And she's going to go, yeah. And I'm going to go, yeah. You should have put a condom on it, you stupid. Yeah. Next time, put a cork in it, you goddamn. Yeah. I'm not joking, man. I'll take them all to the goddamn woodshed. I don't give a crap. You understand that, boy? Man, I'd take all these goddamn single dirty dish rag whore mothers that have shitted out all these pussified children. I'd take it to the woodshed and yeah! Goddamn broad. Now get in the goddamn kitchen and make me sandwich. Get in the goddamn All right, folks, let me calm my ass down, but I'm telling you, that's what you goddamn sorry sacks of crap, you useless human beings, you dirty dish rag whore single mother larva, that's what you need, and same with your single dirty dish rag whore mothers as well, all right, folks? All right, folks? You need a goddamn trip to the woodshed, boy! You need a goddamn trip to the woodshed! Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to some freaking Radio Graffiti calls, all right? Right now! Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let's continue going here. How about anonymous Radio Graffiti? We got Sergeant Yoda, Radio Graffiti.
Crying ghost is. Suicide he must. Elected Hillary will be. Killing Trump she will do.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Don't even kid around about that, Yoda! Don't even kid around about that crap! What's your problem? Anonymous, Radio Goddamn Graffiti. We got Disco Waffle, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
No, I'm
Donald Trump.
What's the difference?
Yeah, shut up, you stupid, spongy little fruit bowl. How about anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Let it go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
No, shut up with the freaking Christmas carols. You know what? We'll be lucky if we make it to Christmas, all right? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Captain Howdy Radio Graffiti.
Ghostla, throw your beer cans at the wall, and the knowledge to us all. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, Ghostla, join us for Folorico. We'll see how long you can go. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, Ghostla, eating butter all night long keeps you happy in the song. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, Ghostla, come and have a bite and then we will never leave again. Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I inspire some of the freaking dumbest songs. I'm telling you, I don't get it, man. How about 213 Radio Graffiti?
Templeton is voting for Gary Johnson. Gary Johnson.
I can guarantee you Templeton is not, all right? Are you kidding me? Gary Johnson is dumber than Sarah Palin, and that's a lot to say, all right? That is a lot to say. That's pretty goddamn dumb. How about 219 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, I just wanted to quickly thank you for all the years of broadcasting you've done. I don't really call in a lot, but there's a lot of people like me that listen to every show, and really want to thank you for all the time and effort you put into it. That being said, please do not sell any brony merchandise. I don't know, the thought of that kind of makes me sick, but other than that...
Well, you know what, I don't blame you, man. Let me tell you, I was going to put out some more merchandise this weekend, but you know what, I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm more worried about the election. I'm more worried about what the hell is going to happen to our country. I'm more worried about the future, and I want to thank you, sir, for your kind words. And look, I don't blame you, for, being a little disgusted that, I have this huge, brony contingent that for whatever reason listens to me. I mean, I think it's pretty sick. I think it's pretty disgusting, but, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? What am I going to do? Anyway, we got 540 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, how's it going?
How you doing, man?
Hey, I wanted to know, you always talk about, how you're going to be fine no matter who gets elected. So I've always kind of wondered, and you seem to have, a lot of political experience, and so I'm just kind of wondering, how come you, never run for office or anything?
Because I don't want this kind of scrutiny. Are you kidding me? I have too good a time capitalizing. I mean, look at Donald Trump. This son of a bitch has got to go stump speeching 3 or 4 cities. It's costing them all kinds of money. That sort of thing, man. I don't want to be a politician, man. I'm telling you, it is an unscrupulous job. And look, I thank Donald Trump that he has become non-selfish and decided that he is going to sacrifice himself in hopes of saving the country. But man, as far as I'm concerned, I just wouldn't want to do it, man. I'm a better capitalist. I think I could do better good creating jobs, do better good, just capitalizing, man. I mean, it's what I like to do. As a matter of fact, this show, in my opinion, I think I'm doing more on this show than a whole bunch of teachers that I would say at least 100 school of teachers that have been working for 30 years could ever accomplish. I mean, I'm teaching people finance on this show. I'm teaching people how to become capitalists. I'm letting people understand the politics, international relations, a whole bunch of stuff. Teaching these fruity-ass fruit bowls how to be a man, and stop acting like a bunch of fruity asses. Teaching people how to spoken out here, for Christ's sake. I'm doing a lot, all right? I'm doing a lot out here, all right? I'm doing a lot here. So anyway, let me go ahead and continue on. How about Anonymous, Radio Graffiti? Tango Whiskey, Radio Graffiti. I actually want to take people and put them into a gas chamber. I hate to take a term out of Hitler's playbook, but that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? What do we implement? Some eugenics and capitalism. How about that? We got to somehow thin our stupid kite. And I think that capitalism mixed with eugenics would help do that. All right? Seriously. I never said that, you stupid moron. Give me a goddamn break. And that's a stupid splice as well. How about 352 Radio Graffiti? Stop talking about my granny.
She's old news, and old news bores me. next to me, she's going to look like a sweet, cuddly bonnet.
Shut up!
I must bid you adieu.
Well, what the hell was that, man? What the hell was that? Jesus Christ. 832 Radio Graffiti.
That's what you need, boy.
Well, hold on a second. I mean, is that me riding a horse with the commercial song Beef, It's What's for Dinner in the background? Jesus Christ, you stupid moron. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. We had another penis in the house. Got another penis. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
I'm going to throw my granddaughter.
No, not happening. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
You're a piece of shit. If someone has to dress up like Santa, or you won't back up undressed, then you're a low-life fucking twat. Christmas.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. At first, I mean, you know what? Just forget it. Just, you people I don't know where you find this crap. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Hi, Ghost. It's Jello Biafra here. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of you trying to teach all these young kids how to be completely racist. You know, I used to run for being mayor in San Francisco, and I know quite a bit about tolerance. And all you're telling these kids to vote for David Duke and Donald Trump? I mean, this is extremely...
Wait. First of all, hey, jack off, all right? First of all, you sound like the guy that announces the Nathan's hot dog eating contest on July 4th, all right, first and foremost. Secondly, I do not endorse David Duke, all right? All right, somebody who called up here on a Radio Graffiti endorsed him. I do not endorse David Duke. I do not endorse, all right? Jesus Christ here, all right? And what, you know, Capitalist Kush, Capitalist Kush just forwarded me some freaking tweet from Greg Gutfeld. Is Greg Gutfeld calling me out? Hold on a second. Pull that tweet up on the screen there, engineer. Is this son of a bitch calling me out? Look, I'm gonna tweet it. I'm gonna retweet it right now, folks. All right, I'm gonna retweet it right now. I think this son of a bitch, Greg Gutfeld, is calling me out. All right. Hey, Greg. All right, you better not be calling me out there, you sack of crap. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, what are you? You're about 5'6" and $140 or something, boy. Are you kidding me? I take turds bigger than that size. Are you kidding me? I crap bigger than that. Jesus Christ. I think you need to settle your ass down there, Gutfeld. That's all I'm saying. All right? I'm a bad man. And I don't think people understand or appreciate how badass of a man I am. I'm telling you, I could clench my fist right now and put them in my pockets and walk outside, and I could be literally taken to jail for carrying illegal, lethal weapons, baby. You understand? That's how much of a badass this man is right here, right before your very eyes. So let me tell you something, Gutfeld, you need to calm your ass down. That's all I'm saying. You understand that, boy? That's all I'm saying. And wait a minute, folks, I all of a sudden am having technical... What's going on with the damn switchboard, engineer? Jesus Christ. I'm sitting over here, I'm trying to have a radio graffiti session, folks, and right now, unfortunately, we're having a technical difficulty right now with the switchboard. For Christ's sake, man, get it straight, engineer! Get it straight! Good God, man! It's a Baller Friday, for Christ's sake, man! Anyway, do you got it now? You see, this is why I'm a little hard on the engineer, folks. You see, do you got it now, engineer? I see. You see what I'm saying, folks? You gotta be a little pushy to your employees sometimes to get the job done. Do you understand me? I mean, you're paying these people. You're paying them. You're paying them. How about 559 Radio Graffiti? Wait a minute, hold on. I thought this was... engineer, get it straight, man! What the hell? Oh, my God. You know what, folks? I don't know what the hell is going on with this goddamn switchboard here.
Hello?
559, you there?
Hey, Ghost. Crazy episode, but a good one nonetheless. You know what? Forget about all these trolls that are, these zero, no lulls splices. Forget all that. You have yourself a good Friday and a good weekend. All right. And engineer, keep...
Oh, wait, hold on. I cut you off right before that. Go again, sir. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Let's see. What did you hear, Ghost?
The engineer? You said something about the engineer and accidentally cut...
Oh, no. Just about the engineer. Keep up the good work. Try more harder, Ghost and engineer. All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I definitely needed some kind words here, to say the least. Oh, my God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Templeton Sanders Radio Graffiti.
I got here, and they all said we have a great crowd. We don't have time for the national anthem. I said, yes, we do. We have time for the national anthem.
Shut up! Shut up with that Russian Soviet national anthem crap! Son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Hail Templeton! Hail Templeton! Hail Templeton Youth! Hail Templeton Youth! Hail Templeton! Hail Templeton! Hail Templeton Youth! I mean, wait, come on, man. Are you serious? Are you all serious with this crap, man? I'm not joking. Are you all joking? Freaking Templeton Youth. I mean, you gotta be, I'm telling you, you trolls, man. I just don't get it. Oh, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
It's a pony kind of payday. In every day. All around the world.
Shut up with the Christmas song. I think I'm going to write a Christmas song. I'm going to get on that. Hey, engineer, put it on my agenda this weekend. I'm going to try to write a Christmas song, all right? I'm serious, man. I'm definitely going to write a Christmas song since you sons of bitches out there have such a hard-on for Christmas. I'm going to write, I'm going to write an anti-Christmas song. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write an anti-Christmas song, boy, and you want to know why? Because ain't nobody give me nothing for Christmas. You understand that? Ain't nobody give me nothing for Christmas, boy. I hate Christmas. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Brony Drumming Radio Graffiti.
On November 8th, 2016, if Hillary Clinton wins, Ghost will possibly end his show for good. But we, the capitalist army, the Trump train, the deplorables, and the alt-right alike want Ghost to stay. Because we need a voice to have Hillary Rodham Clinton impeached from office. It is not over yet. So join in with our melting pot of friends as we tell Ghost from True Capitalist Radio to not give up the fight. You hear that, Ghost? Get that cheating swamp bitch impeached. Hail Ghostler!
My name is Snowballing Capitalist, and I want Ghost to stay.
I am Godzilla3709, and I'm here to say, don't leave us, Ghost.
My name is CK Smith 08, and I want Ghost to stay.
My name is Super Smash, and I want Ghost to stay.
My name is Dominus, and I want Ghost to stay.
Love it. I'm Knockin', and I think Ghost should stay on the show.
This is the admin of the Team Splicer YouTube page, and I want Ghost to stay.
Ghost, you're many things, but you're not a quitter. Get your ass back on the show and keep inspiring people to make money and follow their dreams. We're not letting these bureaucrats win. Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler, you!
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Well, you know, I appreciate that, fellers. I appreciate that. I'm in limbo on what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait to see what's going to happen this weekend, folks. I think that we're going to see some wicked things this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if we see people killed, terrorist acts, nuclear provocations. I mean, anything can happen, folks. Mass shootings. Just please be aware. I wouldn't be surprised if these idiots activate the Black Lives Matter to start rioting all over the country. Anything can happen. So this is going to be a very dangerous weekend for America, to say the least, man. It's going to be a very, very dangerous weekend for America, and I'm not really looking forward to it, folks. I think that we're going to see something, and unfortunately, it's going to be, you know, hold on just a second. Hold on. This just in. Stephen Pachenik has just released a new video here. He just released a new video. Let's just go ahead and listen to this. This is an emergency broadcast here. This Pachenik, of course, is a member of the intelligence agency that announced the soft coup against Hillary Clinton and her cohorts. Let's go ahead and listen in on what he has to say. He just released a new video titled "U.S. Takeover May Be Near." U.S. Takeover may be near. So let's listen to this. And according to all reports, one of the members of the intelligence community that is rising up against the Clintons and against the Department of Justice, Obama, and all these bureaucratic corrupt criminals, one of these members has already been killed, from what I understand. So this is starting to get very serious. Let's hear what Steve Pachenik has to say, the man who announced the soft coup against the current government in the United States. Go ahead, put it on, engineer.
I'm Dr. Steve Pachenik. I wanted to talk to you, the American people, about the next 5 days in our republic. For the most part, many of you have understood that there was a civilian coup by Hillary Clinton and her sycophants regarding the takeover of the American Republic. As we've talked before, there was a counter coup initiated by those of us in the intelligence community, in the FBI, the New York Police Department, and many other institutions, both civilian and military, who were concerned about what Hillary and her friends were doing. That coup came out not through bullets or guns or tanks or soldiers. It came out through the egress of countless numbers of emails, literally in the thousands, that were exposed by many of our friends in the government who were concerned about the nature of the republic and what was happening to it as Hillary and her cohorts were corrupting our system. The next 5 days are important because I want you to think very carefully about the state of the republic. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that in the past, we had interruptions that were either initiated within the government or occurred because of other reasons. Let me give you an example. When I worked with Nixon in the Nixon administration, we initiated what was called a soft coup. Basically, Nixon was incapacitated, both physically and mentally, and we thanked Henry Kissinger, who was Secretary of State, and literally held the country together and gave us a posture in the world which allowed us to maintain our supremacy. Under the Reagan administration, when he was unfortunately shot, George Bush, the vice president, senior, took over, and with George Bush Sr. and Baker, we were able to maintain the continuity of the Republic. And what I'm talking to you about now is the importance for all of us to think very seriously about the institutions that we have, the institutions that we don't particularly like and want to take over. But at the same time, we have to be very careful that we do not rip apart the fabric of this republic. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we don't need guns, we don't need violence, we need a responsible protest, as we have seen on behalf of the people who work with Trump, believe in Trump, and others who are independents, who believe in Bernie Sanders and who wanted Bernie Sanders to come in. That's a natural sequence for the republic, and it's an important element of dissent within our republic. If we were to go out and agitate and create havoc in the streets, we would be counterproductive. Why? Because the world would look at us and say, look, we're no better than the third-rate republic like Panama or Venezuela. In effect, what's happening is, because of the bravery of many men and women in the FBI, the CIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, the National Security Agency, and many others within the 15 intelligence bureaus, they've come forth and they've said, we want to maintain the integrity of the republic, and we will do that in a peaceful way. I share that point of view. When I say that there's a coup, I do not mean that you kill people or you go out and you create agitation, propaganda, and fire in the streets and disrupt the everyday work life of America. What I mean by that is that we have been able, through the internet, to disrupt any activities which are not beneficial to the republic. Who determines that? Pretty much you do, the American public. And when the American public was disturbed by what they heard and saw with regards to Hillary and Bill Clinton and Podesta and Uma Abedin, they reacted appropriately. I want to thank the Trump family for having come forth and offered their services to this country. They didn't have to. They were not a political family. They were a business family, a lovely family of entrepreneurs who took the time and effort and the risk to present their father in the forefront, and who took a lot of abuses. Clearly, he's not a saint, but at the same time, he's not a sinner. He is someone who expresses the voice of discontent in our republic. And at the same time, there was Bernie Sanders, who expressed that discontent. For whatever reason, he decided to bow out of the race. It's unfortunate from my point of view, because I had a lot of respect for him. I saw him give a speech in Warner, New Hampshire, and I really admired what he had done. And on both ends, with Bernie Sanders and Trump, we had a very effective dissent in this modern age, in the 21st century. But remember, corruption will be part of any hierarchical system, no matter where you go. A certain amount of corruption is inherent in a system where people have to rule other people. What really begs the issue is the amount of corruption. With the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton individuals, we had so much corruption that it basically undermined the republic. Obama was part of that corruption. The Bushes were part of that corruption, as Bill Clinton was. So in effect, you have to think of this revolution in a timeline between the 1990s and 2016, when Bill Clinton first came in, stole the election, and then the Bushes came back in, stole their election in Florida. And now we, the people, are taking away that right of the Clintons or anyone else to determine our fate. I want to thank you all on behalf of myself and those of us who serve this country and to continue to serve the country, both in a civilian and a military fashion. And I want you to understand that come November 8th, it will be a peaceful change of administrations. And whatever happens, remember, the revolution is not all over. Democracy requires a constant vigilance and dissension. That's part of what makes us so great. But I caution you, do not express this in a hysterical fashion or in an agitated way. Let us peacefully go forth, express our dissent, and vote accordingly. And hopefully we can win this time. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. America, and God bless you.
Wow. Let me tell you, it's getting wicked out here, folks. And look, I know we've only got about 5 minutes left, and I know there's a lot of people that are like, I wanted Radio Graffiti. Folks, we're at a time in American history where we are living history. And those of us that are researching the Podesta emails, those of us that are conducting blogs, micro-blogging, posting on forum posts, posting on social media, doing broadcasts, doing vlogs. We are out here. We are the new media, folks. We're the ones that are out here spreading the information to the people. We're the ones that are out here making sure that this information that is being suppressed by the mainstream media, which is nothing more than a propaganda wing for the political class, we are the ones doing this, folks. And that's why I'm encouraging each and every one of you. It is time for you to spread this information. Spread it to your families. Spread it on your social media accounts. Spread it on forum posts, folks. The people have to know this information. It has to be put in their faces. All right? And if they're going to continue to deny it, then we've got to shame these people. We've got to shame them into understanding that if they vote for Hillary Rotten Clinton, and they continue the sustenance of this corrupt criminal organization, that they are not only aiding and abetting criminals, but they are condoning Satanism. They are condoning child molestation, for Christ's sake, man. We have to let this be known. We've got less than 4 days. 4 days away, for Christ's sake, man. It's now more important than ever. The meme wars, the information wars. This is the time. It's your time. You're living history. What are you going to do? You're just going to sit there and not do a goddamn thing? It's time for you to do something. Spread the information. Retweet tweets. Share Facebook posts. I mean, go out there and do whatever it takes, man. I'm not joking. It's an information war, for Christ's sake. It's a meme war. And I'm calling on all the meme war soldiers. This weekend is our last weekend. It's our last weekend to penetrate the psyche of the simpletons who are voting for Hillary Rotten Clinton. It's our last weekend, and we have to do whatever it takes. So I'm calling on you. If you want to see America great again, if you want to see a new transition of government that's outside the satanic child molestation, criminal bureaucracy that we are witnessing today, that by God, you've got to go out and make sure that everybody votes for Donald Trump and does not, and I repeat, does not vote for Hillary Rotten Clinton. And we must shame these people. We must shame these people that are voting for Hillary Clinton and let them know that they're voting for a pedophile. Let them know that they're voting for a Satanist. And let them know that they're voting for a goddamn criminal. And make sure we rub it in their faces and make sure that they know this. And make sure that their children will know this. And make sure that their families will know this. Shame these people. Shame these people. I'm calling on the meme soldiers, the meme war soldiers out there. I'm calling on the information soldiers out there. I'm calling on the people in the capitalist army. We've got a little time left. The time is running out, and I'm calling on you. Make history. Be a part of history. Let the history books write about you. Let them write about you, for Christ's sake. 4 days left until the election, folks. 4 days left until the election. I'm calling on you. Spread as much information as you possibly can about this criminal child molestation satanic cabal that's in government today. We must. I repeat, we must. Our republic depends on it. Our republic depends on it, damn it. Please, folks, heed this warning. This is our final line in the sand, and we must stand and fight like valiant men and women who want to preserve liberty, who want to preserve freedom, because as I stated, folks, liberty and freedom are not given, they are taken. They are taking it right now. God damn it! Right now, we gotta take our liberty. Right now, we gotta take our freedom from a group of Satanists, from a group of child molesters, from a group of criminals, for Christ's sake. And I'm calling on you. It's time to spread the information. I'm calling on you. It's time to spread the memes, for Christ's sake. 4 days until the election, for Christ's sake. 4 days. Time is running out. Time is running out, folks. By God, time is running out. And I hope that you heed my call, folks. This is that serious. We are living history. So don't just sit there like a fat jelly-ass piece of lump on a log. Why don't you go out and make history, you son of a bitch? Don't be lazy. Go out and make history. Anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in with me on this Baller Friday. Follow me on Twitter, folks. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost. I will continue to be spreading information on that Twitter account throughout the weekend. And by God, please retweet any critical information to spread the word about the criminality and the Satanism of this goddamn political class. By God, heed my call. Go out there. It's the meme wars. It's the info wars. Be a part of history.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Well, I don't know what to say, guys. Election is it's right around the corner. 4 days away. And I fear that this weekend something big is going to happen as well. I mean, since the elections are getting near, and of course, you know, how the polls are going up and down, you know, spreading media lies about, you know, there's no real truth about what's the real poll for, but Jesus, it is tense, very tense, very, very intense. I'm just having a little bit of a mixed up here, guys. I'm sorry, but you know, it's the weekend. It's supposed to be a weekend to actually have some fun, but this weekend, yeah, it's going to be very serious. Very serious times, guys. Very serious. And I'm actually saying this genuine. I'm not like making this up or anything. It's just that we're right now facing some sort of a something big. Like, people can be lost as lives, bombs can happen, riots, anything can happen this weekend. But jeez, I just hope that you know, we will get through the entire weekend, and hopefully nothing happens. Let's just hope. I'm just want to wish everyone to be safe this weekend, because it's gonna be very hectic for what's to come. Even though the elections are right around the corner, we all know that we are gonna vote for Trump. And of course, if you're not voting for Trump, I don't know what's wrong with you. After all the information Ghost said, Jesus, it's very serious. But yeah, today's show was serious, and yes, I know you guys said it sucked about the end, because you know, the last 10 minutes Ghost put up was for that video. Yeah, it's very serious. Well, who knows? We'll see what happens this weekend. You never know. Sometimes the unexpected can happen anytime. It could happen. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to get more serious. I just want to say thank you guys once again for tuning into the live stream. Of course, you know, BTR had its website down for pretty much the entirely of the day. So if you guys were coming or pretty much adapted from over there into here today, hey guys, welcome to the stream. Of course, I'm your host and streamer, BN King. King for short. Hopefully you enjoyed today's broadcast. As you know, of course, I do really stream it every Monday through Friday. If you guys want to, you can subscribe to this channel. I do it every day, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. If you live somewhere around the world, make sure to convert your time to 4 p.m. And also do follow me on Twitter at The Brony Network or Politics Ghost, as me and Ghost do some updates and pretty much, we'll do just pretty much live stuff and whatever we post. So, yeah. What if people don't vote at all? Well, that is you guys' opinions. I mean, literally, try to shove it. I mean, of course, you need to be 18 and up to vote, and of course, you need to be a U.S. resident. But literally, my advice to everyone, guys, it is our last stand. You guys need to understand that if Trump loses this, America's done. Because if Hillary wins this, you bet we're going to go on to a war. And this war will never rest. A lot of lives will all be lost. A lot of shit ton fuck can go down in the streets, riots. We're talking about like bombs. We can talk about like shootouts. I mean, like massive chaos. It's something that I don't want or really want to think about it or really need to discuss about this, but that could happen. And what Trump really wants, and let me make this so easy so you guys will know, he wants to stop this. He wants to stop corruption. He wants to fix the country. Maybe he can make a deal, do some sort of a deal with what's going on outside from the international. Maybe just try everything all settled. He could sell it, but if that happens, we lost. No more freedom. We're pretty much just slaves to these liberals, really, these Democrats. Jesus, even I'm starting to actually get into this a lot deeper. But since his elections and politics, we're getting to it. It's really getting serious. You guys need to be very, very serious about this until the election comes, and then after that we can just become whoever we might. But right now, let's just get serious about this, guys. All right. Anyways, let's lighten some mood, guys. And let's do some YouTube shoutouts, shall we? Yes, YouTube shoutouts. It's been a while since I do this. Since daily I do other live streams on Monday through Thursdays after the broadcast ends, immediately afterwards. But since Friday, I don't have any broadcasts or live stream until the next 2 hours from now, which I'll be playing Princess Bride tonight over at the BN Theater. For anyone who wants to watch it, to make sure you're actually have BN Theater into your link, favorite it, or if not, the link will be posted on the my Twitter account, which will be on the tweet link soon enough. But yes, let's do some YouTube shoutouts, shall we? For anyone who actually came out to the stream, I'll give everyone a shout out. So let's do this. So this is the YouTube shoutouts. My part of the very end of the broadcast of the TCR. And give anyone who actually came on the stream on the live chat room, and I'll just give you a shout out to the name, to whomever. Jesus, I'm a little bit down today. All right, let me go. All right, YouTube shout outs. The part of the live very end of the TCR broadcast, but actually just you know what? I just. Let's just do some YouTube shoutouts. The very end of the broadcast, where I actually give some people shoutouts to who actually came out to live stream, and for you actually can get a shoutout, just pretty much just type who on whatever in the chat room, as I'll be looking up the list who's active, and then whoever is active, I'll give a shoutout from A to Z alphabetically. If I didn't get your shoutouts, I'll actually come back to the chat room and give any shoutout that I have missed. So. Let's do some shout-outs, shall we? Yeah, let's lighten the mood and do some shout-outs. All right, who do we have? Oops, wrong stuff. All right, shout-outs. Who do we have? We got Bob Tom, Captain Businessman 67. We got Chill Dude ID. CK Smith 08. David Davison, Ghost Sock, Godzilla in the place. We got Great Wolf Rob, Higgin, Jiggly Ribs, hey Jiggly. We got Joseph Stalin. We got JT Bryant, Leroy Sinclair, Mask Pony, Nathan Long, Odd Eyes Magician, political things. Oh, all right, that's simple. Political things. We got Scarlet Moon, Shane Easy, Tenchi of Jirai. Hey Tenchi. We got the Collie Man MX, Trevor Foss, Toily Atkins, and XCM Gaming. So that's pretty much who were in the active. I'm looking back at the chat room. Windows and Doors, hey, what's up, bud? The Craze Bling, what's up? We got the Psychederm Pictures, what's up? John Claude Van Damme, son, where'd you find this? Oh, yeah, that's really a fine of a name right there. Norfolk Southern, yeah. What's up? We got Tamanga, or is it Tamanga 88. All right. Who else? Brony Drumming. Hey, Brony Drumming. What's up? Who else? We have TCU Gaming 1. Looking back. If I missed your name, make sure to actually say something in the chat room right now as a chatter going on. I already gave you a shout out, Captain. Haruka Takahashi. Jeez, we forgot about Haruka, but hey, Haruka. Gabe the 13th. Hey, Gabe. Who else we have? I'm looking in the chat room, making in the chat room. Who was that Lusty, that person called the Lusty, or is it Lusty? Lusty Zarok? Anyone who know Lusty Zarok? But anyways, he gives a shout out. It's just funny. FC7. Yeah. Oh, it's 13. FC713. I was more looking at the nomadic. What was that nomadic? What's up? I'm still looking in the chat room. Had a nice spice and similar to Granny Spice. I made that Scarlet plate. Would you like to hear the Ghost version? Not at the moment, Ghost. Mask. But thanks for actually telling, but not at the moment. I am looking in the chat room. If I missed your name, make sure you actually say it right now. If I'm pretty much missed your name. I already named you, Bob, since the very beginning. You were first in the list. You were first in the list. First in the list with the B. Do you have any cans to make the cans that wave? No, I actually threw away. I don't have any cans anymore. I only have a, not really a can. It's just a bottle. Yay, Tenchi, you feel important. Yes, you're very important. Everybody of you in the chat room right now who stayed at the end are very important. I'm playing, once again, if you want to come out for a movie night, we're playing Princess Bride. It starts at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. That's in like about 2 hours. So of course, once again, the link will be on my Twitter account. Well, of course, the time when it's gonna link out. So for anyone who wants to come out with that, it'll be there. Yes, hopefully you guys enjoy the weekend. For anyone who's leaving the chat room right now at the moment. Knock the bottom over. You don't want it's just the empty Crystal Pepsi can bottle. See? Backtour. Yeah, hey, what's a backtour? Yeah, it's a bottle of Crystal Pepsi that actually saving it because of course it's gonna be well worth some money in the future. That's the sound of the bottle right there. Guys, check out my channel if you like PMVs or brownie related shit. Okay, Tenchi, go actually check out Tenchi's stuff for his PMVs or brony related shit. You know, if you want to. Intro splices suck. Pojico, I can agree. There's just too many, but then again, they just overdid it.
Ooh, I hope everyone's turning in. Ooh.
It's not can. This is a bottle. Bottles that waves. What? There's no bottles that wave. Just because it can make a loud aluminum sound. Bottles just makes plastic sounds. See? That's plastic. Plastic sounds. Plastic that wave. That's bottles that wave. Ooh, bottles that wave. I like it because it makes pretty cool sounds. Wait. That's the top. I did this before. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that actually is pretty better. Go Sock! Hey, man. Hopefully you have a good weekend. Go Sock. See you next time. Feel free to check my main channel out if you wish. Alright, JT. Well, we'll check it out soon enough. Doom. Category 5 bottle store. And then Spence too. I don't want to ruin it because of course this is pretty much well worth the value of not harming it. But especially since it's bottle Pepsi. Oh, by the way, guys, what I was gonna say. I forgot. Man, I forgot what to say. Yeah, I forgot. There was something I was supposed to say this week, but since with the live streams I've been actually dealing with after the show, I kind of started to say what I have to say more because of course there was a little more than to say. Oh, yeah. The holiday season's here, guys. I've been hearing a bunch of your Christmas songs, of course. A bunch of you who've tweeted out. Just a action FYI. Some of the Christmas music you guys put out sometimes can actually just copyright claim this stream, and sometimes it can be blocked for other countries. And no, it's not from Germany, so Germany actually settled some sort of agreement. But I mean, like some videos will not play in mobile devices, or pretty much not gonna be play anything. It's just blocked completely like that. Some only some Christmas songs, but only the ones copyrighted, like Frank Sinatra. What was the movie? The movie that goes, "Let us know, let us know, let us know." Yeah, that one. But yeah, that's the only one. Like, just a little FYI, if anyone who's been playing with some of that, make sure it's like source or just remix it somehow. Easy way to get around for me, otherwise it's just gonna get blocked or pretty much copyright claim from this. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, Half-Life 2 that I'm playing the game this week. I enjoyed it. I actually it's good to go back playing for the nostalgia. For anyone who never played Half-Life 2, of course, you actually seen gameplay for me. Very old game, very old. I like, Jesus, it's all the way from 2002, 2003. Yeah, it's very old. They kind of re-released it on the orange box, but you can play this on a PC. Most likely, it's better because that's PCs. Yeah, but it's still got it. literally it still got to the Half-Life 2 game. It actually still has it. I'm still shocked at all the I'm still amazed because of course the characters and the AI it's all goddamn too real. Like the AIs are smarter. To be honest, the gameplay of it's just amazing. But I still love the gravity gun. It still kicks ass. You can just almost use and pick up stuff. Buzzsaws are pretty much my favorite, but I can't wait until later on when it gets buffed up a lot because it's just going to be so much fun to use. But I'm having fun for Half-Life 2. I mean, for its time, I just can't believe that that there's no episode 3 for all this time. It's been like what 10 years now, is it? Yeah, it's about to be, well, actually almost 10 years. Jesus. No, actually it was more than 10 years. But it's kind of sucks that Half-Life 3 was never happened, or pretty much never. Yeah, I never ever heard rumors. Oh, rumors, but then it's just gone dead silent after is it 2011 or 2012? That the last report for anything Half-Life 2 related. I mean, for episode 3, of course. But it's very aged, and people kind of started to forget about it. But I don't. For those who really are, really wants to have a real sequel, the real true Half-Life 3 or episode 3, it's still a question mark if it's ever made. But it's already been like too long. It's very, nobody gets talks about it too much, but except for those who are really underground for really get back to it. But the game still got it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of a remastered edition when Source 2 comes up, whenever that happens or whatever, because Source 2 of Valve is good, still unknown. And Valve's last game was Portal 2. That's their very last game they actually ever made out. Nothing else. There was no more. Which was 2012, was it? Jesus, it's been a while since I played that. I still remember it to be fun, but yeah, still fun to play. I would recommend it for everyone who hasn't played Half-Life 2. Just go play it. Go buy it. It's very cheap right now on Steam. I'm playing it from the Xbox version on the Orange Box, which is pretty much backward compatibly on the Xbox One. I'm very happy that it's there because I'd be able to play all the episodes of Half-Life 2, Portal, and of course classic Team Fortress 2 without the damn mods or pretty much anything that was nerfed since 1.1. So yeah, I only play that because of course it still stick with the original. It doesn't have all the the really cool stuff that's right now that's currently on TF Fortress 2. That crazy mods and all that. I don't want that stuff. I just want just regular gaming and have it competitive 1v1s. And it's still good. It's still a big versus community. I still can't believe it. The Team Fortress 2 still, after all this time, there's still game players playing that game. I mean, I got a game for 5 rounds on Despo. Got like about 16 players. That's a full mode. Pretty much just the full capacity. It's still pretty neat that it's there's still the Team Fortress 2 community for the Xbox pretty active there. So I'm pretty happy that it's still going on, even though I can just do bugs, glitches, even though all that's still there. I still love that. Just skywalking with the torrent and just be a damn asshole about it. It's just so funny. Yes, Team Fortress 2 on PC. I used to be a PC player playing Team Fortress 2 for about 3 to 4 years. I usually be like a normal person who goes on, but these were the times when I pretty much was graduated from high school. I had nothing else better to do. Like for 2 to 3 years, I always played Team Fortress 2 on PC all the time on this one server. Well, actually, there's 2 servers that go back to back. It was Ponyville, and also there was another server which I was an admin, which is no longer there. Is the was it Twilight Empire? Yeah, the Twilight Empire. I was an admin for that server for about a year and a half until pretty much shit happens. But so many memories. I still remember it. Actually, I had some great fun time playing on the PC for Dream Force 2. Even aside from playing those 2 servers, pretty much there were versus Saxon Hill, which was it's a fun modded game mode that I still, to this day, I still want to play it because it's so much fun. But there's other characters. But for this one, it's just a MLP verse server, which pretty much just, it's so fun. But well, good community, except until I got backstabbed from them. But I don't want to talk about it. It's sad that I got backstabbed from my own people or my own community because, of course, I used to be a fun and enjoyable guy, chillaxing, just enjoying the game for Dream Force 2. But then it got backstabbed because, of course, times changed so much. That sort of stuff happened. It sucks. But I'm moved on from that. I don't play the PC version. I mostly just want pretty much playing on the console version because that's where pretty much I'll just get the head-on 1v1 or pretty much team versus team for the real deal. I play. Not these days. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I remember playing them back in my 5th or 6th grade years. When it was the show was so popularity, I actually got out and bought myself a starter deck, which pretty much was it had a red ice black dragon for the for holograph, and then it had like 29 more for its deck. It was the Joy Wheeler one, but it was pretty awesome. I actually used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh, but not anymore. I don't even play it either. I like to collect playing it for it. I remember I only played like not too much, but yeah. You just came back, Pastel Purple Deathbed, but hey, I give you a shout out. You plan on buying Battlefield 1, being King? I want to buy Battlefield 1, but only if people voted on the next poll for which game I'll be playing. Speaking for the next poll is going to happen. It's going to be right after Half-Life 2. If you guys want me to continue on for episodes 1 and 2, I'll make a poll for that. But if you guys want to see me play another different game, I'll put in Battlefield 1, Xenoverse 2, which is pretty much Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. What else? I'm thinking Wolfenstein. That game I want to be in it too, because since we're heading into a new world or a new era, I'll put that there. Or yeah, I'll just decide those games for at the moment. So right now those are going to be my at the moment for games. Oh, and also BioShock Remastered. Yeah, the first game, of course. So I just want to put that out there. 28 and you're still playing it. Jesus, I'm 25 and I really kind of don't play it as much. Yeah, cards to you, Jiggly. No, I'm not playing goddamn fucking Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. What the fuck is wrong with you guys if you're gonna play Infinite Warfare? Call of Duty is already dead. I mean, the best one, I still remember it and I still love it, is Modern Warfare 2. That's still the best, and also Call of Duty 4. Not the since the remaster came out, but it's still bullshit enough to actually just have it on as a disc only for Infinite Warfare. You still have to play it from it, which is bullshit. Jesus, but I still want to revisit playing Modern Warfare 2 just because of its storyline. But not only that, it's multiplayer. It was fun. It's fun, the multiplayer. Yeah, I had moments too from that. Jesus, I remember spending my summer vacation playing that one. What is it called? Search and Destroy. That's the one. That's the game mode I always play 24/7 all the time, and I still love it, even though it just makes it funny. But with the mods, say actually like there's hackers in there that hack the game. It just makes it so intensifying, so funny. Yes, excuse my French for that cursing, but really, Call of Duty's already dead at this point for it. There really no need to actually continue on. Battlefield 1 sets a prime example that about that even though you got the IP, but make it more interesting, make it more fun, make it something that that's going back, or pretty much give the fans what they want. And of course, Battlefield 1 had World War 1. It had some really cool stuff. I mean, man, like you got just old school, a lot of World War stuff from that era. And then when you get looking at Infinite Warfare, you're looking at futuristic weapons, which are pretty much the same from any Call of Duty. Yeah, it gets old. What do you think about Markiplier? Jesus. I sometimes watch his videos, but I kind of really don't watch much of it. Only just the he plays the horror ones, not like the kiddish shit. I don't want to listen to Markiplier just playing fun game or playing with somebody else. I just want to see him playing some sort of horror game. Just something very like some just scare, something like that. But he's a good guy, but it's just that I don't really listen to as much. Borderlands, yeah, man. I don't even know. Do I own Borderlands? Yeah, I do own Borderlands, but I don't play it. In fact, I never played Borderlands, even though I have had it for download for free, but never had the chance to play it. I don't think so, because I never got into its core of the fandom, or pretty much what everyone thinks about Borderlands. I heard it's good. I heard some mix about it, but well, actually no, I did play a little bit of it. So yeah, I did play it, but no, not really like the entirety of it, just half of it. But it's alright, I guess. Have you tried Metro? I do. Oh, that scary Metro game. The set up is it the apocalyptic? I can't spell it. But you know what I'm talking about. That game. I do have the game, but I never, like I say, play it. Even though I download it, I never play it. I don't think I ever play any of these games I really own. Maybe one day, whenever if you guys want to decide me to play some other game that I've never played, I actually would do that. Games I've never played, I would actually put that list, even in the new ones. But I also want to play some classic ones, or some you guys recommend me to play it. I mean, I'm down for any new game I really would like to play. If you guys pretty much want me to have that, I can actually do that as a separate stream, but mostly just the main stream, just anything new. But maybe a separate stream, anything that I've never played, I could do that. Hey, bye. See you later, Shane Easy. Just take it easy, bro. I got a bullet with your name on it. Ah. All right. It didn't scare me at all, BN. Of course, it sets in the apocalypse, of course, just like Fallout 3, and especially like I love Fallout 3. It's set in the capitalism war from the capital, of course, the capital state. Jeez, I forgot its name. I would like to replay that one. Jump scares, jiggly ribs, jump scares. That's what I like to see actually here. He played all of the Slenderman games then. Yeah, I know he did. Tenchi, Tenchi, jump to ride. Tenchi, Tenchi, jump to ride. Jiggly, jiggly the ribs. Jiggly, jiggly the ribs. Odd Eyes Magician. Odd Eyes Magician. I love Dead Space. I never finished playing 2, and I never got and played 3, but then again, 3 was pretty much the downfall because, of course, the multiplayer. But I still love the original Dead Space. Damn. I remember playing the entire game in insanity. Jesus. Oh boy, what time is it? Jesus, it's already 7:35. Wow, I'm actually went through half an hour just doing some talking here on my own. Jeez, this is my own show. Ha ha ha. You guys already finished the show, so there's nothing else better to do than just you guys are hearing my voice. You know what? I'll actually jump in through the Discord chat group and talk to anyone who really wants to be talking. Who really wants to talk. Because talking is fun. And I enjoy a good talking. Have you played Trump 2.0? No, Silence Night Skype, and I'll give you that shout out as well, but the only Tron game closest I play, and this is still the best, but yeah, it's tied into another game. It's Kingdom Hearts 2, man. Kingdom Hearts 2 with the Tron level, best thing ever. Not the one from the Dream Drop Distance. I actually it's alright for that one, but the true game I've ever played for Tron is Kingdom Hearts 2, to be honest. Literally. And Kingdom Hearts 2, man, when is it ever gonna come into the Xbox? Really? Well, why couldn't they just release both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 into the goddamn Xbox, but instead make them just PS exclusive, even though the 3 is announced to be coming in both consoles? I mean, come on. I really want to actually play it, but that means I have to get the PS3 or PS4 and have those two played. I mean, I don't want that, really. I want to go out and buy another console. But then again, I still have good memories playing Kingdom Hearts 2. It's still one of my personal favorites. Yeah, you can add this. The Left 4 Dead duality is excellent. Have you tried it? What do you mean the Left 4 Dead duality? I do not compute. I did play Left 4 Dead 2 in this channel, but I will just play it off. Ever since like that made that Coke about the shower thing, people started making shower guy and tub guy references. Oh, joke. I made that joke about the shower thing. People started to make shower guy and tub guy references. No, I never knew that about that, Julie. I never knew. It's a fact. At least they actually died down with the tough guy, jar guy jokes. That's already pretty much dead on. That's good to know. Can I get a special shout out for my TTS videos? Sure. Captain Business. Oh, let me do this again. Captain Businesses 67 shout outs. This is the channel was running Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I do. But I still play Left 4 Dead 2, but only off screen. Not all the times on the channel, since people get bored. Same thing with Overwatch. I overdid with Overwatch. People got bored. That's why I switched to different games. So different gameplay should actually continue on. But anything else I really want to play goes off screen. Maybe it's a level up or something. What I'm gonna do after the elections, I don't know what I'm gonna do after the elections. I mean, it's gonna be the same thing for me, in everyday life, just doing the same thing I always do. Just sleep, eat, wake up, go to work, come back to work, start up TCR's relay stream, listen to TCR while game playing, do another stream, and then just chillax for the rest of the night, repeat. Nothing else that I actually really, I'm not gonna do anything after the election, unless something big happens. But you never know. Whatever happens after elections, who knows? We'll see what happens. Nobody can predict what happens in the future, even though you'll go the same things you do, or the same things I always do. You never know what's gonna come across. So who knows? Yeah, I remember you making a joke, Jiggly. Yeah, happy Baller Friday to you too, Edgar. Hey, I'm not the only one who enjoys an excellent zombie massacre at times. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Especially what time we're living right now. It's actually pretty much Walking Dead season, even though I have not watched the new season. Even though, yeah, I got spoiled it because people fucking spoiled it. But what happens? Who was dead? And what was the next main character dying and all that? Man. Let's see here. You hope that Ghost doesn't roast the YouTube chat. I think he already did previously, but even though I'm gonna have to defend this chat room a little bit more, since I don't want the chat room here to be a laughing stock or anything. But I just want him to realize that even as some of you guys acting like child trolls, but some of you guys are very serious about this. I know some half of you are, some of you are trolls, half of you just pretty much are here for both either the Twitter shoutouts or Radio Graffiti. But we are all here for having a fun time, and nobody would want to pick on Ghost. And even if you do, of course, gotta get through me. A little bit of that, Ilos. Hey, Lusty Zorak! Hey, it's Lusty Zorak. I actually was talking about you, Zorak. Yes, I did. But hey, I'll give you that shout out. Even though I already said shout out. But yeah, I never did notice about it, Jiggly. Must be you. Where do I work at? Tenchi, if you actually look on my Twitter account as much, even though I don't literally post where I work at, but I do post some stuff like some advices. But I work as like an independent window cleaner. I pretty much just go do my own thing and go out cleaning small businesses or houses. make some good money of it. Even I capitalize myself, actually make do themselves, and actually make some profit of actually getting some more businesses into our businesses, and make some more moolah. But yeah, I work as a little independent. It's really easy, an easy job. Easy job. One of the easiest job out there is a window cleaner. Literally, you can make about let's see, about almost, well, actually, you can make yourself more than $100 a day. I make myself $100 a day, but that's only make it like about $300 per day for route, or pretty much, yeah, for routes for $300 at least, and then make that profit out for $100, since you just have to give up. But it's really easy job. Preferring for comics. I see what you mean. Yes, pretty much everyone's coming to comics. Well, comics is pretty much it has everything. It's pretty much how they adapted movies, but comics is where it all is. Same thing as mangas. Mangas for animes, but mangas stay to the true source and originality, even though sometimes they make it good, bad, or left out, make that as fillers or something, but that's just TV crap or whatever they put it out there. But yeah, mangas and comics are pretty good just to read, and I would just prefer to actually just get my hands on one of those, or just look it up online. I think the only last comic were the MLP comics I've been reading. Pretty good, entertaining too, and some of them are dark. To be honest, they're not like very kiddish, like you're expecting something for under 12s. No, they're very dark, like pretty dark, pretty intense too. So, and like, damn, it's too good. It's like, can't believe that's not even a show, but damn, it's pretty good. Compared to the Chinese channel, this channel is a lot more enjoyable and less not festering pit of negativity. Scarlett, you do give a good point out there, Scarlett. I mean, thank you for actually pointing that. Yeah, I said the OG capitalist in the other day, whenever I give shout out for Teutonic, and I'll give another thought about that there a little bit, but. Yeah, the other chat room. There's other chat rooms beside us, guys. You know that the OG Kapla is pretty much the most infested, most cancerous out there. To be honest, that chat room is pretty much just offbeat. So much, wow. I'm like, I can't believe it. Like every time I see that, it's like, wow, they are actually just like douchebags. Like, man, what are these guys really thinking? Where they really want to torture Ghost to and literally that's just they want to put Ghost on the edge, because that chat room just infests try to actually torture Ghost, a lot of it. Like us, we actually go mid easy, but sometimes we don't compare to them, but literally, but we're in our own world. They're just pretty much as 4chan. So if I can say that. I don't know. Scarlet Moon, your OC is epic. Yes, Scarlet Moon's OC is epic. It works really. I know Friends Forever comments are not canon. I know. I'm like, God dang it! I want Friends Forever to be canon so much. I love Nightmare Rarity because I love that. I mean, you got Chrysalis in there as well, but wow, Chrysalis, that's just so dark, so evil. Oh, but yeah, none of the MLP comics are canon either. Maybe, no, I don't think it's the Equestria Girls, even though it's already canon, but then they made a comic out of it, but there were some scenes they were put in, but yeah, still. Jesus, I'm already rambling about almost an hour. Jesus, why am I still rambling here? If you guys want to actually ask any questions right now or in the chat room, go ahead before I end it. Because, of course, right now I am just pretty much just chillaxing here and just, interactive with you guys. Just to make sure, I can actually be an active person out here. Just not like no other persons out there, bro. Just to give interactions. What do I do? Jesus. What do I do when I do live streams out here? Gotta be very serious. And I'm a bit half serious. You know what? Blackjack, blackjack. Your OC is biased. All blackjack from Fallout Equestria before she ended up with the robot legs. Blackjack, blackjack. It's everybody's favorite from Fallout Equestria. Boy. Let me look here. Okay. Looks like nobody has anything else to say, especially for me. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go offline here. But do hear me out, guys. For whatever happens this weekend, for whatever happens, I just want to wish everyone to stay safe. And pretty much just, do like any other regular day and just spread the word, about the elections. We gotta need to actually spread out, that Trump needs to win this, or we'll face war with Hillary. It is America's last stand, guys. It is our last stand. We cannot let these corruption people actually just to pretty much cause civil disobedience. I mean, like right now it's horrible, but do hear me out about that. I mean, like, it is the last stand. It is the last stand for America, and let's just hope that we can get through this all the way to elections, and hopefully everybody votes the right thing. If not, it's over. All right, guys, I'm out. I just want to say thank you guys once again for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys once again for sticking to me at the very end of this. I'm surprised some of you guys stick around at the very end. I mean, like, I'm very glad I have you guys sticking around at the end to be some of my good fellow followers or good friends to tell you that. So I'm glad you did, Scarlett. Voted for Uncle Bernie. But yeah, Scarlett, that's good for you to know. And Pasto, yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Oh boy. Yeah, nobody was before, but then it's our last choice. I'll give one more time some shout outs who stayed at the very end. So we got Bacter, it's EA Sailor, is it? Oh, ESO. It's EA Sailor. Oh, it's ES Alert 88. Jesus, it's kind of hard to actually just looking at the your name right there. Because otherwise EA Salert, but it's EAS Salert or something like that. But whoever, I'll just say alert. Alert, alert, EA alert. It's in the game. Mask, I'll give that a shout out. Night Pony Gaming, you get a shout out. Pastel Purple Deathbed, you get a shout out. Scarlet Moon, you get a shout out. And Tenchi of Jirai 67 gets a shout out. Tenchi, yay, Tenchi Muyo. Dude. I stream longer than the Ghost broadcast, even though I can just say whatever I can, and then nobody really, there's like no calls and nobody gives a call. I'll just talk to some people over in the Discord chat room. That would really much be a good place to go there. That Steampunk Fluttershy from earlier. Oh, Steampunk Fluttershy. I think I have you up here. Do I have you? I know I have you. You are so beautiful to me. Oh, there he goes. JT Bryant. Boom. Getcha. Oh, I got you. JT. Oh, thank you for attention for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Night Pony. Yes, thank you, Night Pony, for that as well. Bro hoops. Bro hoops. Bro hoops. Pasta princesses. Okay. I really need to get out now because I need to start the next stream in the next hour. But once again, guys, if we want to go out to actually go to my go watch The Princess Bride, and I'll be streaming in the next hour. The link will be on my Twitter account. Once again, my Twitter account, it's pretty much is easy. The Brody Network. The link, if you have me, then of course then you know. But for those pretty much you don't, just that. The link's also in the descriptions for that. If you want to actually just make sure you want to get on that. And it'll be posted there. Mostly I just want to keep the link. The YouTube, when I always post the link, it will not want to. Even though I've tried to, it just doesn't want to. And I can't put it in the description because I don't want anyone to actually raid my other chat room. So yeah. Oh man, I didn't know you were there, Gabe. Gabe the 13th. Gabe 13, like. And I know you have the mask, the Jason mask, or the Ponyvide Jason with the mask onto your Twitter account. So I know. All right, I think I'm about it out. I am pretty much beefed up. I need some 1 hour of pretty much relaxation, chillaxing for a bit. But I'll be in Discord for a bit. For anyone who really wants to talk, I'll be there. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and pretty much sticking with me at the very end, even though this hour after the show, usually I should end it about 30 minutes afterwards or beforehand, since shout outs and I'm gone. But I'm a good guy, and pretty much I want to actually stick around and talk to some of you guys if you really want to talk. Well, in the chat room, not voice at the moment, because nobody wants to actually have their voice to be heard. Let's just say this. But thank you guys once again for sticking to this very end of the chat and of course stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys next Monday for the next broadcast. Hopefully. Well, we'll see. Or maybe it's spontaneous. You never know. If he does a spontaneous emergency broadcast this weekend, you'll hear it from me on my Twitter, or just we'll be right there on the live event, which would be great. But thank you guys once again for coming on. Yes, thank you, Night Pony, for that. But really, I'm out. Just want to say, oh man, I already said thank you guys again. So I'll see you guys sometime neither this weekend or next Monday or on the next TCR broadcast. You guys, you have a good night. You guys have a happy Baller Friday. If you guys want to continue on chatting room or pretty much chatting with me, just go on to the Discord chat group. If you don't have a Discord group or you don't know, it's in descriptions. Click on it, and I'll see you there in a bit. If not, I'll see you guys for the movie night. Once again, the link for it will be on my Twitter account as well. So, of course, it's at the BM Theater. Easy as that. Or easy that it's, I'll just say that it's SciTube/The Bird Network. SciTube.be/The Bird Network. Easy as that. If not, the link will be in my, once again, will be on my Twitter. So thank you guys once again for coming out, and I will see you guys next week. Yay! Happy Baller Friday, and let's hope that we've survived this weekend. Jesus, let's hope that we have survived this week. All right, I'm out. See you guys soon, or later. Later, guys. I love you. I love you all.